Still got a big circle jerk going on with Terry Cam this morning, Terry?
Wow. Now we got a nice little mix, I think. There was for a while. First thing this morning, man.
Yeah, last I looked, there was 6 dudes posted up on Terry Cam.
Yeah.
And that's fine, I guess, for you and gay phone operator. But, I don't know. I like the mornings where there are a couple of ladies with big old milkers sitting up there
Got a
and
couple.
doing their thing. Who do you got up there right now?
Got Mrs. Liz and Raquel.
Mrs. Liz? Is she someone new or what?
No, she's a regular, but it's been a while since she's been on cam.
Mm-hmm.
She's a Hawaiian beauty.
What are you handing me here, Pasty? Got a little note passed to me, Terry. These are always important, these notes I get passed.
Do you like me? Check one.
Here. Let's see. Maybe.
I was taking maybe.
So important. Thanks for passing this along. I got passed a note that says, still have a gift card giveaway for this morning. Of course.
Oh, that's right.
I'm aware.
Yay.
Thank you. We do it, are you? I'm asking you because I got people on the line. Somebody said there was a big bowling Terry Cam listener party this weekend. Is that right? Are you aware of that?
Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm. Rachel, what do you need? Rachel, can you hear me?
Yes, hi.
Yes.
How are you?
Well, if it's Raquel, why can't Pasty spell it like a woman
don't
whose name
know.
Raquel would spell it?
I don't know. My name is spelled R-A-Q-U-E-L.
Like Raquel's supposed to be spelled.
Yeah, I got Rachel up on the board, so I'm calling her Rachel Terry. All right? Until Pasty learns how to spell.
Ain't happening.
He had 6 years of college and doesn't know how to spell.
Wow.
So don't put it on me, Terry. Just because you know her from Terry Cam. Wonderful.
And by the way, Vinny's worse.
Well, Vinnie has an excuse. He doesn't have the formal education that Pasty had. All right?
Well, maybe he couldn't hear me too good.
So when Vinnie has problems spelling, I just say, well, he didn't go to the book smart lengths that Pasty went to. And that's not what it's about necessarily. I mean, we had this conversation recently. Muhammad Ali, Terry, one of the most brilliant men. If you ever saw a real, true interview with Muhammad Ali, like not one where he's promoting a fight, but just a sit-down interview. It doesn't take you long, at least it doesn't take me long, to realize he's one of the most intelligent people that I've ever seen interviewed. And yet he had no formal education. So if you were to ask him to spell stuff, even just to have him read something would be a difficult task because he doesn't have a formal education. But when it comes down to it, one of the most intelligent men of all times, as he would say. So Vinny has an excuse. Not to say Vinny's one of the most intelligent men of all time. That ain't the case. But he has an excuse as far as spelling. Pasty went to 9 years of college.
Right.
Just graduated like a month ago.
Wow.
At age 31. And he can't spell.
And by the way, Raquel is someone who's in the chat room from time to time, right? And
Yes,
he sees her
from
in
time
there.
to time.
He sees her name. She's like there every day.
every day.
What's your excuse for this, Pastela?
I got none.
None.
How many years of college did you go to? When did you start college? What year?
I started college in 96.
Oh, man. And you just completed when?
It was an 11-year plan that I was on.
Wow. He's not lying, Terry.
I finished in 2007.
You finished in 2007?
Yep.
So you legitimately started your first class of college in 96.
Correct. Fall of 96.
And he should have lived in dorms for 11 years, man.
For 1 year. 1 year.
He lived in dorms.
Wow.
Fall of 96, he begins what should have been a 4-year run of college. And after 11 years...
We'll give him 5, right?
After 11 years of going to college, the man can't spell.
Yeah.
And he's got a diploma now to prove that he's a formally educated man.
Yes.
Can't spell a name that he sees every day. And Terry can.
Not that names are really
People are in Terry
an
Cam every
indication.
day?
I know.
Sorry if I don't memorize how to spell them all. There's a lot of names in here every day.
But she's in there every day, and she's on cam a lot.
But Terry gets on me for pronouncing her name wrong, and I'm just reading it how you wrote it.
Sorry.
Thanks, Terry.
Sorry.
My fault.
I didn't see it. Just know that she's...
Raquel,
Yes.
what can I do for you?
Oh, nothing. I just want to say hi to everybody on cam. And I've been meeting a lot of people from Terry Cam, and we had a really good, cool bowling party this weekend. And Rob was there, and Frisco was there, and some other people.
So people showed up to your thing, unlike gay phone operators and lousy events?
Yes.
They had a ton of
no one's
We
going
all
to
met
gays.
at the bowling alley.
How fun. That's because they did something fun and went bowling and out and about.
Well,
Yeah, it was really fun. And we want to have another get-together soon.
when, where, why?
I don't know, because it's fun to meet new people and hang.
Mm-hmm. All right,
I've
when
also
and
met
where
all
then?
day. We had dinner.
Oh,
we blazed
cool.
together.
You grazed together?
That'd be with a B.
Blazing.
Oh, you blazed. I think it'd be cooler to get together in Grays.
That'll be Gay's party. Have you seen the size of all those friends?
Yes.
Oh, my, they're all
Gay phone operator is going to get together in Grays with his friends.
You're just saying how Dave spelled it, so it's not your fault.
Well, I'm in the Bay Area in San Francisco.
Yes.
So I don't always get to hang out with the Seattle people, so we had a Bay Area party.
Well, the Bay Area's having their Terry Cam parties.
Yeah, they
the Seattle
are.
people are having their Terry Cam
Put
parties.
them all together.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, no one, no matter where it is, invites Terry.
Hey, Terry can come anytime. She's always invited.
But Terry, it's funny. It's Terry Cam.
It's Terry Cam, and everybody's meeting.
All the people there, they're meeting in all cities, and they never invite Terry.
Well, Terry's always invited to any of ours.
Well, that's nice to say, but did Terry ever really even know about your party before you had it this weekend?
Not
Did you
sure.
Did you know about it ahead of time, Terry? Or are you just hearing about it for the first time now?
I actually kind of hearing about it for the first time. I noticed that a couple people had talked about like bowling, but I didn't realize it was an actual Terry Cam party.
You didn't know it was something formal like
Right,
this. Where
right.
they'd get together in Grays.
Right.
Yeah, but Terry's a snitch, you know? She's married to a cop. You can't have her around when you're doing that stuff.
I heard your place.
Yeah, we don't like snitches, Terry. We don't like rats. That's why you're not invited.
Probably so.
So until you can turn the other cheek.
Right.
Raquel, I'm glad you enjoyed your event.
Okay.
And you can have another one sometime soon, or what?
Yeah, sure. It was great. I would love to hang out again soon.
Well, did the others...
You're invited too, T-Man.
Did the others that came to your party feel the same way, or they had enough
Yeah.
of you?
It was kind of a small party. We only had 5 people there.
Well, that's a start. Hey, that's a start. Before you know it, at your 10th year get-together, you'll be talking about how it all started with 5 people at the first party.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope that it's more than every year, though. Maybe once a month.
No, I'm not saying... All right, never mind. Not saying it has to be once a year, but anyway. I'm just saying at the 10-year mark... what's the point? Raquel, thank you for sharing.
Thanks,
Thank
Raquel.
you.
Take care. 5 Terry Cam people got together in San Fran, Terry, and they went bowling, and they grazed, and they blazed, and they had a good old time.
There you go.
And that's nice.
Yeah.
You should, like, meet in the middle. Meet in, like, Salem, Oregon or something. Just come together for one big party. Just drive down I-5 until you meet, or drive up I-5 until you meet.
You mean travel? Please.
Yeah, that's true. Never mind.
Ain't happening.
Oh, goodness. Well, that's cool.
Or go to Gay's Cabana, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, Tupperware party and all.
Why can't Terry Cam people just leave it at that? Get together in the chat room in the morning.
But
and
again,
call
that's
it a
what
day.
happens. Is you have so many people gathering,
Can't get
and it's
enough
kind
of each
cool.
other.
It's great.
It's silly.
It's not.
It's over the top.
No.
People want to hook up, though, you know? You never know.
Yeah, you never know.
Oh, I wonder if Raquel got her boobs felt.
Maybe so.
You get Raquel's number, Pasty? You didn't even get her name. How could I expect you to get her number? You got her number?
That's A.
Let me call her back and find out if she got her nipples twisted over the weekend.
Wow.
I didn't get to that. I didn't think that she might be hooking up. But now I realize maybe that's what pretty much went down there. She had 4 dudes and her piled on.
Treating her like a bowling ball.
Need a couple more holes in this bowl.
That's right.
To satisfy all the people that made the trip. You got a number, Pasty, or no?
Yeah, he's got it.
You do have a number? You writing it down?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh, I have it.
See, you can always count on Pasty for a lot of things.
Yes, you can.
For spellings? No. But for being there when I really need him?
He's the man.
Yes. So let me dial up Rachel. Who calls herself Raquel. Find out if she got, messed around with a little bit there. Let's start over here. 415.
Hello?
Hey, Raquel, it's T-Man again. How you doing, baby?
Hi, good. How are you?
Maybe you heard the speculation and the question I'm about to ask you. I'm just wondering if you got twisted up a little bit at this little get-together of yours.
I didn't,
Don't
but
lie.
I'm always
Don't.
willing to new things.
So you got together with a bunch of Terry Cam people, and no one attempted to put their hands on you, or no one was successfully able to after they attempted? Which is it?
I don't know.
Which is
We
it?
just hung out and we were just having a good time as friends.
Well, that's
and
not the question. I'm going to ask
nothing
you.
really went that far.
I'm going to ask you a direct question. I want a direct answer. Did anyone make a move on you that
No.
got shunned?
No.
Nobody made a move on you?
No, we just talked and hung out.
You said there were 5 people, including yourself. Were the other 4 an equal distribution of genders, meaning 2 guys, 2 girls? What was the breakdown?
There were 3 girls and 2 guys.
Wow.
One of the guys is Robbie Rob, who is in the chat room all the time, too.
Yes.
And another one of the guys was Frisco's boyfriend. So I don't think other people's boyfriends are going to be hitting on me, but, who knows?
Did anyone hook up? Did anyone mess around?
No, we just gave each other lots of high fives.
A lot of high fives.
But the whole point is they're gathering. They're meeting. They're gathering. I think that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, hey, I'm open to new things, so maybe sometime.
Whoa. Mm-hmm. All right. You don't have a boyfriend?
I'm on Terry Cam right now, waving at you, T-Man.
Yeah, she is.
Hi.
Oh, jeez, I don't even want to know what she looks like there. How's she look?
She's very good. Pretty.
I'm sexy. Come on.
Take it easy.
No.
I'm on Terry Cam every day.
Yeah,
I'm a loyal fan.
Really?
She is.
When was your first day? How long ago?
I think since I got my computer in, November.
We didn't have Terry Cam in November, liar.
Oh, well, it must have started soon after.
No, it started in late January.
Well, soon after.
All right,
November,
fine.
December, January, right?
Oh, whatever. Anyway, thank you, Raquel.
People that plays aren't really good with numbers and dates and stuff.
It's all one big blur.
Boring crap like that.
So she was basically there from day one?
Oh, yeah.
I've never heard of Raquel.
Yep, she.
I've looked up many a time. Terry, I spend many a morning. I even I sit in.
I know you do. I'll
make an appearance during the next break. How about that?
Okay.
Anyone on Terry Cam demanding to get the update on my Ding Man story?
Yes.
I forgot about your ding.
What is the deal with the Ding Man?
Does no one care?
We care about your ding.
Has anyone really requested my Ding story, saying, hey, T-Man promised the Ding story and never got the Ding story? Have you got anything like that or no?
No.
I got the feeling no. Nobody cares about my dings.
Well, we care.
Yeah, I care about your dings.
That's not enough.
Come on.
Aunt Binks wants the ding story.
No, nobody cares. I'm not going to give it to you. It's not a big deal. It'll work
Jennifer
itself
wants
out.
the ding story.
All right, talk me into it.
Sally Fell.
Well, here's the deal,
Carmela.
Terry. As you know, it was the biggest problem of my life.
Right, thus far.
I was driving along, what was it, Thursday or something? I got a ding on my windshield. Some rock came plowing into my windshield. You have that moment where you, jump because
Right.
It scares the hell out of you.
it scares the hell out of you. You think it's like World War III for a second there, and
Right.
I got startled for a second and look up, and there's a big old diamond ding in my windshield.
Diamond ding.
And I don't know what to do, so I considered junking the car, and then I talked to you about it on Friday. You told me, Vinnie the Pooh told me to call his ding man with a little cap on.
Little clipboard. Come right out there.
And y'all told me to go to the
Dealership?
dealer, which
Yes.
I did. I took
Okay.
your advice. I drive to the dealership, not too far from my spot, and
Right.
I say, do you have a ding guy? I'm looking for a ding guy.
Okay.
I said, we don't have a ding guy on site. He comes in every once in a while, but here's his card. You can call him. So I call the freaking ding guy. Feeling like an idiot for some reason.
Why?
I don't know. Calling a ding guy, leaving a message on his voicemail.
Hey, I got a ding in my windshield. I heard you.
Yeah, I heard you're the ding guy. I'm a T-man. I say I'm a T-man.
Right.
I give my name.
Sure.
I say, listen, I hear you're the man for dings, and I need a ding guy, so...
Yeah, I'm definitely the man. You got the right guy.
So I'm leaving my number. I leave 2 numbers. I leave my cell number. I leave my home number, blah, blah, blah. Thinking this guy is going to be, call me back any second.
Sure.
The whole weekend passes by. No call
And no
from the
call
ding
from
guy.
the
What
ding
kind
guy?
of ding guy is this?
Maybe he's a busy ding
What I
guy.
got to do to get my ding taken care of?
Well, he's busy.
I take your advice to not get a different car,
Right?
thinking this could all be taken care of, and now it's still on my mind. I hate these little things on my mind,
And now
Terry.
there's still a ding
I got
because
a
he never
ding guy.
called.
I got a ding guy who's playing hard to get.
That's not
Oh,
good.
yeah, your emergency, definitely his emergency, too.
You know what? At least give me a call and tell me about your busy schedule. At least give me a call and tell me how backed up with dings you are. I call you Friday during the day. Mm-hmm. Friday, I'm calling him at 1 o'clock on Friday. I'm thinking by 4 o'clock I should get a call back, right?
Right. But
Tomorrow
not.
you get one.
I'm thinking at worst Saturday he gives me a
Have you
call.
checked your voicemail this morning yet?
He doesn't work Saturdays.
Yeah,
What
do
mean?
you check your voicemail?
Give me a call. He could check his voicemail and give me a call. I left 2 different numbers 2 times.
He can't call. He doesn't work Saturdays.
Can the ding guy get a hold of me or what?
No.
Oh, maybe
Tomorrow.
he's tried this
He's busy.
Do I have to beg for the ding guy to call me? Is that what my life has come to? Is this how pathetic my existence is, Terry?
Guess so.
I can't get the ding guy to call me back.
Dings everywhere he has to fix.
I'm cool with that.
Right.
Fine. If he's got a backlog of dings to take care of, wonderful. But you know what?
Yes.
Can I get a call from the ding guy?
During business
Can
hours.
I get a text message?
Not on the weekend.
Can I get a text from the ding guy?
No.
Maybe he's not aware that you get texts as well.
When did I tell you about the ding? On Thursday or Friday? I think I might have told you on Thursday.
I think it was Thursday.
I think it was Thursday. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
I'm thinking that I left a message for the ding guy on
Thursday afternoon?
And on all of the rest of Thursday, all of Friday, all of Saturday, which is still a reasonable time to call back.
Yeah.
I'm not saying the guy has to meet up with me or call or come over or whatever has to happen for him to fix my ding on a Saturday, but he could give me a call on a Saturday. And now here we are. And I'm still not hearing word one from the ding guy.
Check your messages
You're the guy with the ding, and he can fix it. So what does he need from you?
Well, there's other ding guys out there. There's other ding guys out there.
Can't even believe we're talking about this.
Yeah.
Only because it was just an outright demand from the Terry Camp people am I talking about this.
That's a very interesting story.
Mm-hmm. Fascinating, isn't it?
Of course. I mean, I'm trying to think of other solutions for you. And
But you
your
have to be
ding.
nice to him because he'll overcharge you or do something wrong.
Well, that's bad business.
It is bad business.
Now I just had a spider to drive around with my ding.
No, you can't do that.
That's fine with him.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to overcharge you anyway.
Fix it myself. Get a little super clear.
There you go.
Put a station sticker over it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll fix
You're
it.
going to get your bill for the muffler bearings and blinker fluid and bumper cable and all that stuff.
This is what
$2,000.
This is what everyone has to deal with when they get a ding, Terry? Not getting a call back from the ding guy?
Again, I've experienced the whole ding guy thing because recently my husband did get a ding fixed. And they gave him an option, and I don't think he had to wait as long as you did, honestly.
Should have went to my
So is that what I got to do? I got to tell him I'm a cop?
No, you didn't even.
I got to impersonate an officer to get my ding fixed?
I don't want
He didn't even do that. He just called.
You just call as a regular yokel and he got to call back immediately?
Yes, and
Someone
they
said
said, well,
if you go to Costco, they have a guy in the lot at all.
well, there you go.
But if you want the guy who also makes the muffins fixing your windshield, then take your chances.
I'll take the hot dog guy. I'm not taking the muffin maker.
All right. Well, there you go. You know, you got to take your chances. If the dealership's recommended a guy, he's probably good. It's worth waiting for.
Right.
You know
I
what?
agree with
And I see all the people that are calling in now saying they're a ding guy, and I saw that when I talked about it on Thursday or Friday, whatever it was, I almost meant to thank, I forgot to thank the people that called in at that time saying they were a ding guy. That's not what this is about. This is not about me looking for a special situation.
Right.
I just want to be a regular person dealing with their ding.
I understand that, and I
Okay.
was telling you, being a regular person, my husband experienced the same thing, but he actually called like you did, and
And he got a call back in an hour or two, right? Or at least
something
within,
like that
within the
the
day?
next 24
That's what I
hours.
would expect.
And they gave
24-hour
him a
period.
choice. They said, well, you can wait a week and we'll come to your house, or you can just drive down to our location.
See that? He had options. What do I got? Nothing. I got a lot of nice listeners who want to come to my aid now, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
But I just want to be a regular guy dealing with my ding.
You're lucky you have high-speed internet.
Sure.
On your car,
Is
guys.
that too much to ask?
It's not. It's very
That
unprofessional.
all I ask for is to be a regular guy dealing with my ding?
No, I agree.
I think it's unprofessional if he's busy.
Well,
Whenever you start messing with people that fix cars, you're at their mercy.
To me, this reflects on the dealership that I've bought 3 cars from.
whoa.
That gave me the business card of the ding guy. Even though they're not necessarily working with him on their payroll, this is a direct reflection on them. Am I wrong or
Well,
no?
but they do
I
refer.
don't think so,
they do
but
a lot of referrals.
They referred, they handed me the
so-
business card, and now their ding guy that they're recommending won't call me back.
Take all 3 cars back.
We got the receipts right here. I'll take store credit.
3 receipts.
That's right. I got to get my car fixed. It's going to be 8 days in the shop. I mean, that seems excessive to me. I got to.
Oh, really?
Right.
Maybe my
8
problem,
days?
so maybe my problem's not that big a deal.
Well,
So, you're at their mercy. It's a bad feeling. Unless you want to work on cars yourself, you're at their mercy.
What's wrong with your car?
Mike.
I backed over something and smashed the bumper.
How they doing?
I don't know. I took off. I was going the wrong way up a one-way and panicked at the last minute and threw it in reverse and backed over a bunch of crap, and now I got a giant hole in my
Not
bumper.
good.
Not good.
My car was in the shop for 6 weeks.
Reckless.
So anyway.
A street I drive on every
I mean,
day.
my wife, wrecked our car.
Right,
It was
right.
in there for like 4 months.
Yeah, right.
No, I know.
One time.
Right.
It was just like on the border of being totaled, and we couldn't push it over the line.
You know how that goes.
So it was like, we gave it to them, I remember, like a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, and got it back like at the end of January, back
I
a couple
forgot
of years
about this
ago.
car. No way, we have this car too. Totally forgot about this car. This car's awesome.
And you get those calls of, oh, it'll be ready next week, and then 6 weeks later, they're still telling you about a part that they're waiting for.
Right.
Nightmare.
I've been through all that crap, so don't get me wrong. This isn't like the first experience I have with a problem, but
That's the industry.
This is just so minor that it's just so frustrating.
Yeah, I know.
And this is the kind of thing that I'm staring at every time, even though it's not in my line of vision.
Right, but it's a mark on your car.
Whoever kicked up the rock, I want to thank them for not putting it right in my line of vision. But
You will get a call today. Done.
you think so?
Yes.
I bet you there's
Because whenever I'm at my wits end with people, they always get a call that day. Oh, man, this guy calls me, I'm going to rip him.
But now maybe he's listening. Maybe I don't even want to take his call. Yeah, I fixed your ding, but I put 7 more there.
That's right.
Deal with it.
Don't look under your car.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. That's even better.
I hope you don't need brakes. See, it's a scary position to be in, these people that work on cars.
Okay, well, I'll continue to help people even though no one wants to help me. How do I give away a gift card this morning? How do I give away a gift card, Terry? Even though...
First person to fix your ding.
No, I don't even want my ding fixed anymore. I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it and I'm going to name it. Yes, I'm going to make it my friend. That's what I've decided.
Talk to it.
Yes, I'm going to talk to it. I talk to a lot of abstract objects every day, so why not just make them one of the many?
Your ding is going to grow so big.
Mm-hmm.
And you go over a bump and
I
it's
can
just
show
gonna
people. Hey,
spider.
look how big it's grown, huh?
Oh, on a cold morning, I had a ding. Turn on the old heater. All the way to the edge.
I've had that happen.
Your heater did that?
Yeah.
Yep.
Are you
The
kidding?
heater.
Well, that's the thing. It's not going to be very cold over the next few days, so what do I got to worry about?
It'll still spread when you go over a
Some
bumper.
big
Yeah, if you go over a bump or whatever.
Body flexing?
New windshield.
Yeah, he's going to need a new windshield, man.
Yeah. Just knock the windshield out and go windshieldless.
Right.
And the next thing goes right in my eye.
Just wear goggles.
Insects to the face.
All right, so what do you want to do to give away a gift card, Terry? Because I'll be the giver, and I need not receive anything. That's right. I'm a giver.
You are.
What do you want to do, Terry? How do you want to give it away?
Let's see. Let me see if I have any stats.
Vinny wants to hand me, he doesn't see, this is a call I do want to take. Not someone, I got a lot of people on the line that want to fix my ding personally. Vinny wants to tell me where to get a ding kit.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I need in my
You're
life.
not doing it yourself.
Yeah, right. Like I see you in your garage going, watch out, everybody.
All the neighbors looking out their window. Hey, it looks like T-Man's fixing his ding. Either that or he's humping his car. I don't know.
Yeah, times are tough.
Right.
I've been told making ends meet. He's got to do it himself.
Vinny, no, I don't know about ding kits for my life. You know what I'm saying? But thanks for the suggestion, Vinny. Vinny?
Yo.
Thanks for the idea.
Yeah, just, they got them at, like, Cragen or, like,
Yeah.
Monument.
Ain't happening. Just
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You ask someone to change a light bulb for you, you're not going to be fixing a ding in your windshield.
Okay.
It's a little bit tougher, I would imagine.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is you fill it in. It's like
Dude.
some goose stuff.
you gotta,
fill
like,
it in.
Very simple. Like paint by numbers. Wonderful.
Right.
Okay. Well, Vinny, yeah, I'll be all right. Don't worry about me. Oh, persevere.
Somehow you'll make it.
Mm-hmm.
I can get my ding guy to come out. I don't know, but
I don't know about your ding guy either.
Take a pass.
he gets the job done.
Totally just flustered on this whole ding thing. Now.
You'll get a call today. On Monday, he makes his calls.
Yeah.
But now you're out on him.
Now I'm kind of reluctant.
Yeah, I can see that.
I don't know what I'm going to do now.
Until you talk to him, he's like, oh, I'll fix you up, no problem. Then you'd be like, oh, I love him again. Oh, thank you, sir, for saving my life. You'll be in once you talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Somebody's saying all I need is clear fingernail polish.
Come on.
Get home.
Yeah, it's a little head.
Yeah, settle down.
Well, is it any surprise that it's coming from Tiny?
Whoa,
He doesn't know about cars, though. In his
Yes.
Yes, Tiny.
You laugh because your ass don't know. That's why you laugh.
Well, educate us, fine sir, please.
You never have asked me what my business is. I customize cars.
Oh,
That's
geez.
what I do.
Wow, and you're suggesting clear fingernail polish will take care of everything.
It will not fill it, but it will stop it from cracking any further till you get it fixed. I
It's
have
pretty
two.
badly cracked right now. I don't even know if it's fixable, to be honest. Some ding guy may take one look at it and say you need a whole new windshield.
I got two rock dings last week in my windshield on my Mercedes, and that's what I did. No problem. Had one on there last year.
Is that what the Mercedes people did to you? They just handed you a card, or they had a person on site at your joint?
No. I do my own work. I'm a man. I'm sorry. I'm a car guy.
Oh, he's calling you non-man.
So whether you realize it or not, you're taking a shot at my masculinity here, Tiny.
I don't mind getting my hands dirty and oily.
Oh,
I don't
I'm from the South. I used to dig potatoes up. Come on now.
So you're saying my hands are unwilling to get dirty. Is that where you're going here, Tiny?
No,
Yeah, you're pretty much dead on.
There are so many men that don't know how to change their own oil, but I love them because that means I get business.
Yeah, when you just get your hands manicured, you don't want to work on a car, man.
Yeah, you beat your hands up. Mine's a little beat up. That's okay, but, beat me up with some money.
All right, well, I'll go out with my little...
Just touch it up real lightly, but get it fixed because it ain't going to stop it from cracking forever. But
Tiny's got all kinds of useful solutions. Like if you don't have a gas tank, a gas cap, Tiny's got a solution for that, too.
Yeah, cut off a half a dildo.
Oh, my God.
That's what he told me he did.
I love Tiny's home remedies.
No, he didn't.
Hold the gas in.
A purple rubber one he told me he stuck in the gas.
Shoved it in there?
Yeah. And then sold the car with it in there.
There it is. Tiny should put out a home remedy fixing book. And I
Do it yourself, definitely.
And even though I resent Tiny for calling me kind of prissy about this, he's convinced me, Terry. I'm getting that Maserati I thought about.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Got a brand new coupe. It looks really sweet.
Oh, well then, hey.
I'm buying the new 6'3" Mercedes myself.
There you go, buddy. Well done.
Right.
See?
451 horses, ticket getter.
It's all those pussies that refuse to fix their own cars that make you the man that you are. Ticket
Just
getter.
call me. I'll fix them. No problem.
All right, Tiny. Take care,
You
bud.
have a good one.
There he is. From picking potatoes, rake it in the box. Okay. Seen the new coupe, Terry?
No, I haven't.
I know.
It's kind of out of my price range there.
Come on. I know how you're living. Hold on.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not you. Maybe you're not a Maserati girl.
No, I'm definitely a Maserati chick.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Put me in when I'm good.
Really? I'm not talking like the race car looking Maserati that you can really not drive anywhere because it's not practical.
No, I know. Maseratis are beautiful. Absolutely. Gorgeous cars.
That's it. That's all the ding guy talked me into it.
We're trading it in, getting a Maserati.
That's right. I'm done.
All right.
That's that.
Got it.
Don't call me a wuss ever again.
The T-Man Show.
All right, well, I think I'm a little late on trying to give away this gift card, Terry. You know what I may have to do? I may have to give away 2 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. And, by the way,
Yes.
just want to let you know, people are a little upset that you promised to show them, make an appearance on the Terry cam,
Oh.
and you didn't.
Well, you forgot to remind me. It's not like I refused. It's just I forgot.
You make 2 appearances tomorrow.
I'll make 2 appearances tomorrow, Terry.
You're going to double up?
That's right.
If you run through a stop sign, you go back and do it twice tomorrow.
That's right. That's how it works in my world. Right. I mean, I said it during the last segment that I would be on camera during the break for Terry Cam, but then I forgot it 20 seconds after I said it. Someone's got to remind me, Terry. Instead of, fielding people's little whatevers on Terry Cam saying that they were annoyed with me, why don't you just call me? I'm right down the hall.
Well, I just...
Just call me and I'll be like, ah!
Well, I figured that by the time you got back and everything, there might be enough time.
Well, I forgot. It's not that I just refused.
I just tried.
Come on, you don't make many an appearance. Flexing. And
That's right. I just tried to show your damn face, T-Man.
Hey.
Getting very pushy and demanding of you.
Yes, because it is such a treat to see the T-Man face, don't you know? That, oh, there you go. There's a hotshot hand. That should tide you over until tomorrow.
And where's the hotshot skull that he always loves to show?
Oh, you want to give a hotshot skull? What?
No! What?
Yeah, about
Stop it.
Yeah, it's a big moment on Terry Cam. A lot bigger than see my face. Terry's gonna top off. Terry's gonna top off hotshot in the next couple of minutes. So,
all right, we'll get tested tomorrow after that. Just to make sure, be on the safe side.
It's always good to be safe.
Yeah.
Yes. And
I told you guys lately how much I enjoy working with you.
And the way Terry rips into it, giving skull, come on.
I ain't the first. She's going to be the last.
If she's got it, you getting it.
No question.
Okay. So tell everyone in Terry Cam that I love them more than ever and just relax. It wasn't any kind of knock that I said something and then I just refused. I absolutely forgot it the second after I said it because
Not
that's just
fair. there.
Is that just the way it is with me, Terry? I got a short-term memory like, what's got a bad short-term memory? Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm. One of those.
Oh, Desi said
My mom.
you too, T-Man.
Oh, Desi's up there?
Yes.
Why do you always got to give that voice like you're mocking her?
She is. She's very
Because
jealous
I
of
have
her.
to give you the attention that she deserves, because that's how she talks.
Why do you got to mock Terry? I thought you love everyone in that joint, no?
Desi G, I don't know why I have to mock her. I don't know, T-Man.
Okay, you can stop it now, Terry.
Oh, but why, T-Man?
Oh, jeez.
It's not really working for me.
Oh, there's one positive in Terry's life is that people tell her she has a nice voice. So when someone else kind of impedes on that a little bit, she doesn't like that at all.
So what you're saying is
Yes.
Desi is trouncing. She's kind of trespassing on Terry's territory.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's the triple T. She's trespassing on Terry's territory.
Because people always tell her she has a nice voice. Terry does. So
And Terry doesn't like to hear that someone may have a nicer or sexier voice than her.
that's what I'm saying.
So now she's at war with Desi. It's a battle of the VJs.
All right.
Let's have a sexy phone voice off.
Oh, you may lose, Terry.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know if you want that showdown.
I'd like to judge, please.
Battle of Bunter Hill.
You may lose the Battle of Bunter Hill. You may not pull it out of the holster as fast as you used to back in your heyday.
Oh, I can do very well, T-Man. Really, I can.
She's going to have to start training. Build some real punching power.
You may find at high noon that you're not as quick on the draw
you say
as
high
a
noon?
younger, more spry Desi.
Oh, I think you're wrong, T-Man.
Desi is
really do Desi some good.
I kind of like it.
Oh, that makes one of us. Anyway, Terry,
Wow, we'll put it to the test.
T-Man.
put it back in the holster, and we'll deal with it tomorrow. Should I just give away, ask the people in Terry Cam if they'd rather me just give away a gift card to the first caller right now, do it in like a couple of seconds, or would they rather me keep an added bonus gift card for tomorrow? First?
Now.
Now? They're all saying now?
Now.
Now? Everyone's going
First
now?
call, yeah, now.
They want it's very simple, just first caller.
First caller.
No hurdle to cross, no high bar to leap over, just first caller. That's what they want?
Now.
Everyone?
Away now. Keep it. No, keep it. Now. Keep it. That's
Oh,
what
so there's some keep it's.
There are some keep it's.
Half and half, I think.
It is.
Well, if it's half and half, I'm going to keep it.
Give it. Now. Yes. I'm telling you.
That's working for me.
Keep going, keep going. Keep reading them as they're coming in, Tim. I'm halfway there.
First
Give
caller,
it
keep
now.
it. Keep it,
Yeah.
you boob.
Yeah.
Yes.
The part
keep
that's
it
not working
now.
for me is the keep it part. We don't want to keep it.
The T-Man Show. Wild 94.9.
Someone's got to take a hair dryer and blow all little hairs off this board. Man, it's nasty. I don't know whose they are. I don't know how they get here.
The little hairs.
I don't know if the hairs have a life of their own. I don't want to know.
All right.
All I know is I want them gone.
Don't you even want to know who's doing it on your board there to leave the hairs?
You think two people are doing it and leaving, you don't think they're hairs that
Well, I
come
don't
from
know.
a place of purity? You think it comes from that nasty region
Maybe.
known as the genitalia?
Well, it's not like, is it long, like,
All right.
You know, I don't want to discuss it.
Well,
All right, I just
you
want that
don't want
gone.
to
All right,
bring it
I brought it up so Pasty can write a little note to himself to tell whoever needs to be told to blow all these little hairs. Oh, geez,
see?
to get rid of these little hairs. All right, all right, okay.
All right.
A little polishing, maybe. Do they forget about us in here?
Oh, no.
We have our own little studio, and sometimes, well, usually we like it left alone.
Usually.
So I can understand that they're a little confused, but I don't know what's going on in here when we're not here. I know they're not my hairs.
Okay. I know they're not mine.
You think two people are having sex on this board, don't you?
Yes.
That's what you think. I don't know if I could disagree based on the evidence. Get a couple of cotton swabs, too, and do some DNA samples on this board.
There you go.
Okay.
Bring the CSIs in.
Yeah, bring the CSIs in, whatever that means. Did you watch American Gladiator last night?
Yes.
See the cops?
Yes. The dudes,
The dudes
10
were
minutes?
just, just sitting around making tea.
Just exhausted, and then, oh.
Yeah, they were so exhausted in the obstacle course. Hot Shot's looking like he doesn't know what we're talking about.
T-voted.
Oh, you did?
Oh,
you
oops.
You gonna watch it later?
I am, yeah.
Oh, well, now you don't have to watch it. Because just so
Women-
exhausted from the obstacle. They sit and lounge around, waiting to catch their breath, like watching the clock just roll by. A woman, like, set an all-time record.
Yeah. 2 minutes or something like that. She's rolling.
And the dudes are just... Setting up camp. I don't know.
So who's the Beast thing, or what's the Beast? Did they reveal that?
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Okay.
I watched the last 20 minutes.
You're no help. I ask you every week. I watch 5 minutes.
Anyway, all I know
But
is
are you in?
Good. Am I in on what? American Gladiator?
Yeah.
It's cool.
It is.
Yeah, it's fun.
Well,
fun
and
to
plus,
watch.
too, because we watched the last season, and this season they keep adding, like, new obstacles.
Yeah, it's fun to watch.
It's really cool.
And it's different than most things on TV right now. I mean, unless you want to compare it to, like, a Road Rules kind of thing or, stuff like that. I don't really do that. But it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun to
and
watch.
entertaining.
I always wonder how I would do in...
Yeah, you do.
I always wonder that, too.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny.
Just kick him in the head.
Jab, jab, jab.
See, I couldn't do on the obstacle course that thing where you turn.
Oh, yeah. After you swim, the little bike thing.
The hand bike. Yeah.
That looks tough.
That's
that
just to keep it moving is,
right. Yeah.
But the female, the female cop who lost, was all big talking and well, don't get caught with the goods of my town.
Yeah.
It's like
don't
you
go riding dirty.
Yeah, don't get riding dirty. It's like you're horrible though. You shouldn't be allowed back on the force after your performance.
And I have to say that JD was really embarrassed for the law enforcement officers out there because he's like, oh my God, no way! It took them 10 minutes for a man.
Wow. Yes. So he was talking back to the TV. He was talking to you.
Yes, he was. He was talking to the entire family.
Oh wow, the family got around and hey,
Jamal
popcorn.
loves it. Yeah.
Popcorn or no?
No, we were just around, having a late dinner and.
And right after a rendition of Kumbaya, you stuck on the.
Well, that is like, a big show in our house.
American Gladiator show, and there it was. Well, it's a family show.
It definitely is.
Yes.
Yeah. And Layla Ali pregnant there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good.
She is.
They have good little duo with.
Yeah, her and Hulk actually are pretty good together.
Although Hulk has just got one mode.
Well, but that's what else.
Leaning forward and telling you what's going on, brother. Anyway,
what do you expect?
I know, but show me a little versatility at some point. No,
really? None.
Okay.
He looks smaller too, by the way. Does he look narrow to you?
Well, he's not on the roids. He was
but he still lifts, works out.
Yeah, but you need the roids. That's the point.
You need the roids.
If that's what you would look like if you just downgraded to just lifting and working out.
Yeah.
You would get narrower and you'd still look like you're in shape, but a different kind of shape.
And he's 60.
If he stopped lifting altogether, it would look even worse.
Yeah, it'd be awful. It'd be like Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, well, Schwarzenegger's got about 10 years on him, I think.
He looks terrible now. They just saw some pictures of him at the beach with no shirt on.
Oh, boy.
Looks like every other 50-year-old guy. Not good.
We will come back and get things started right after these words.
The T-Man Show.
Last year, our girl Lindsay Lohan was chosen to hand out the golden popcorn at the MTV Movie Awards.
I love that award.
Unfortunately, she was busted for a DUI, checked into rehab, and had to bail.
Oh, good.
So is the 21-year-old making another attempt to present despite all the 07 drama? So true.
Oh, cool. Lindsay Lohan's going to be presenting at the MTV Movie Awards.
Oh, fun.
There you have it. So true is a confirmation.
Good.
The only confirmation I needed. Who's hosting at the MTV Movie Awards this year? Do they even have a host anymore? Or they just kind of just let it take care of itself?
Yeah, I don't think they really. Yeah, I don't know.
I remember the first one I ever saw Eddie Murphy was the host.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't look comfortable. This is many years ago now, Terry.
Wow.
Back when, like...
was it right after the hooker?
Well, that wasn't a hooker, Terry.
Well,
that was a transvestite he was giving a ride to.
Yeah.
He didn't know.
Well, right.
The man, he gives rides to everyone. 4 in the morning.
Right.
Who look lost.
He's very generous that way.
He's a very generous man that way. If you were just out wandering at 4 in the morning, he'd pull up along the sidewalk and ask you if you wanted to get in his car so he could drive you home.
Yeah.
He would do it for anyone, Terry.
Of course he would if I was standing there and
there was nothing going on between him and that transvestite.
Right.
Everything's cool.
Despite all the 07 drama?
No, he hosted the year. I for some reason I want to remember like it was like mid to early 90s when what was the movie with Tom Cruise and Jack Nicholson where they were in the army?
Good Man or something?
Yeah, The Few Good Men.
Few Good Men, yeah.
That year. Whatever year that was. Mike Myers is hosting this year. Pacey just passed me a note.
All right.
So it does still have a host.
Cool.
And Mike Myers, off the shelf, and ready to do stuff in front of the camera as opposed to just lending his voice for an animated little moment where he gets $20 million a pop.
Right.
He's got that new one coming out, though. Looks kind of funny. I can't decide whether I'm going to like it or not. Plays an over-the-top, like, yoga guru or something like that.
All right.
I don't know. I can't decide.
Okay, when is it coming out?
Soon. I don't know. He's like Will Ferrell now. It's like one more over-the-top character away from me not liking him.
Right. I think I know vaguely the movie you're talking about. I think I might have seen a coming attraction or two.
It might be called The Guru or something. I don't know. I can't remember.
The Guru, yes. That sounds right. That sounds right.
Looks pretty funny, but I don't know.
Looks funny enough. He's like, I can't sit back and let Will Ferrell take all these cheesy parts.
Right.
I'm going to be the Guru.
Is that what it's called, you think?
I think that sounds right.
Yeah.
Pasty's raising his hand.
Oh,
yes,
geez.
Pasty.
It's the Love Guru.
The Love Guru.
June
Much
20th.
much funnier.
So we were...
Much funnier.
Yes. Now I'm totally in. You just convinced me, yes.
Yeah,
We
June
were
20th.
pretty much on point, but missed a little bit of it. Yeah. The Love Guru is the name of it. When does it due out?
June 20th.
Okay, about a month from now. And
Jessica Alba.
I knew I heard a little hop in your step there as far as your voice is concerned.
Pre-pregnancy.
The nostrils are flying today. You can hear them.
Jessica Alba pre-pregnancy. So, but you're still aware she is pregnant and she's got a man and she's happy with her social life and where it's at. And I'm just wondering if you could say the same.
Sounds like it, yeah. Oh, I'm thrilled with my life. I'm very happy.
I'm not talking about your life overall. I'm just talking about, well, a big part of your life, that being your social life.
That part. I always forget about that
part of it.
And the fact that, you don't have a girlfriend, you've never had sex, you've never really, I don't know what you've done. I don't know.
We're not even sure anymore.
Well, it does seem like
Have you,
Jessica's...
look through the glass, Pasty. Have you ever... Whoa! You ever done that, Pasty?
On myself or someone else? What do you have
Not
to
on
hear?
yourself,
Oh, okay.
like on some other person. Have you ever... Did you miss the Pasty?
Look at him.
I see.
He got it now, yeah. Have you ever?
No.
No, never in his life, Terry.
No.
So he's never gotten to base trois.
Yes.
Oh, that's why it's called that now. The Twa.
But yeah, the movie looks pretty good. I don't know. It looks
Back to the movie, yes.
like...
But you realize Jessica's moved on with her life now, and there's probably no chance, right?
I don't think she was ever pausing to spend any time with me.
The fact that you were able to point that out is a positive sign, Pasty.
It is.
Yeah.
But I feel like you're pausing your life for her.
I wouldn't say I'm pausing my life. I'm enjoying her from afar.
And she's like yesterday's news anyway. Even if you were together, I'd tell you guys to break up.
Really?
And you couldn't be further apart.
Oh, well.
And we're telling you to move on with your life.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm going to check the movie
I think
out.
she's yesterday's news, Terry. I don't know. I just never saw her as, like, sexual for some
Really?
reason. Yeah, she just doesn't strike me as... And maybe that's why she'd work okay for Pasty, but she doesn't strike me as really... She's pretty, and I see that, and I understand why guys are into her, but I've never been a fan of hers because I just don't see her as truly sexual. She doesn't strike me as, like, this real...
She's like really cute. Like a really cute girl.
So she's never been real hot for you guys.
She's not hot, and she doesn't strike me as someone who's really into, like, having sex.
Oh, she loves it.
Jeez.
Loves it.
Now my inbox has 15 new pictures of Jessica Alba from Pacey Dave, I'm sure, to prove us wrong, yeah. Oh,
That's
look
just
at
my
this.
impression of her. Maybe
This
I'm
is
wrong.
sexy
Maybe you're
here.
right. Maybe she does love it. Maybe she's freaky. Maybe she's all that. Not that a girl has to be freaky for me to be into her, Terry.
Right.
But she's got to have... She's just got to strike me...
So there's no,
Yes. What?
like,
What's going on?
I don't know,
You?
some kind of...
With her fist? Or
Well, Terry interrupted me, so it ended at that, yeah.
Oh, go
She's gotta
ahead.
strike me. Okay. Strike me again.
right in the face, please.
Does anyone know what I'm saying here or no?
Of course, she's cute.
She's cute, but she doesn't seem like
Yeah.
the sexual type.
Exactly. Like she seems like almost like she's too cool. There's something wrong there.
Oh, see, I view her as kind of one of those quiet...
Yeah, undercover jump off.
yeah.
No, it's more almost as if she thinks, some part of her thinks that she's above sex, and because of that, she's like, no.
Oh, she's far from prissy.
That.
I kind of
She's
feel that way.
far from prissy.
Dumbass. Anyway.
Although Cash Warren was allowed to use no protection.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, well. All right.
Well, I guess for one guy. But yeah, I feel that way too. She's never really done it for me. I mean,
That's the way I always felt about her, but maybe I've been wrong all along. And I'm just not totally, like, into her looks for some reason. As hot as many think she is, she doesn't do it for me. All right? Not that I don't think she's pretty. She just doesn't get me all, oh, I got to have that, you know?
All right.
Okay. Casey's back on the phone. Okay. Anyway.
it does it for him though.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it does it for him. To the point where he saved his virginity for her.
Yes, someday.
I love men who save their virginity for a special woman. A special woman who they've never said a word to in their life and never will to the day they die.
Who's married and has a kid and wouldn't know from him if he fell on top of her.
You should at least make that the goal at this point. Maybe you'll never have sex with her, but at least say a word to her before you move on with this life to the next, Pasty. I wonder if the next life you get the horn rim glasses again, Pasty.
Oh, jeez, there is another life?
Oh, let's play the cup.
All right.
Come on. What, you think he just flew from Mars?
Yeah, I do think that, yeah. It's like the end of The Sopranos. Black. See ya.
And everyone's screaming at the screen, what happened? Something wrong with my TV? The guy's oh, geez, that's the credits. Oh, well. Okay. We've all pretty much moved on. Remember, it was around this time last year, people were pissed off about the Sopranos finale. Remember that?
Yeah.
There was rumors that the creator that everyone adored for creating a show like The Sopranos had to, leave the country because he was getting death threats.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember that?
Yep.
Too bad people didn't remember it was just a TV show.
I remember Greg the Internet guy called me really. I've never heard him that really.
Serious?
Yeah.
He's that passionate about anything?
I've never heard him that pissed. He's like, I'm going to cancel HBO. That's where I'm starting. And then I'm going to, he was planning all these things for how outraged he was.
For a TV show?
Yeah, over a TV show.
Dude, I'm so mad right now.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy to get mad.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it.
Because he's got a little server, laid-back dude in him, kind of thing. But he just called me livid.
Wow.
It's a little overreacting, people.
Yeah.
Relax.
Easy.
I actually was the other way. I loved the final episode of Sopranos and thought the ending was great.
You don't want some cheesy bloodbath routine.
I didn't need some,
Right, because that's what you would expect.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was waiting on.
Yep.
A big bloodbath that would have made everyone happy. Why? There wasn't enough of that all through the series?
Right.
It's a great ending. Leave it open to your imagination. Anyway, and they had onion rings, so. What else is going on, Terry? What else is happening?
Just wanted
Did you
to
ever get to that point of the box set there, Vinnie?
I haven't.
No. Well, you don't need to anymore.
Right.
Yeah, thanks for ruining it.
I mean, you've watched...
I've watched all of them.
You've watched what? All of what?
All The Sopranos.
Well, then you did see the finale.
No.
Oh.
I didn't.
Well, then you haven't seen all of them.
I haven't seen the season 6 yet.
Okay. So you haven't seen all of them.
Well, I don't think 6 is on DVD, is what he's saying.
Oh, I've seen all
No,
of them.
it is.
Oh, is it? No.
You've seen all of them.
Up to
Besides-
season 6.
Yeah, when I finished 1 through 5, season 6 was still on TV. I didn't buy it, and
Mm-hmm. And you don't have TV. Well, you have a TV, but you don't have TV.
yeah, come on, really?
Well, what do you mean, really?
Well, I'm
You
just
tell me.
saying again, like
When we have to go through this again? Yeah, it just makes me have to mention, because I'm just so fascinated by a man in 2008
I don't need it.
who feels he doesn't need any channels.
No.
I will eventually down the road.
Basic cable, $12.99 a month, $14 tops, maybe $16 in some spots. Get your 40 channels minimum.
Okay, out of those 40 channels, which ones do you think I'm gonna watch the most?
Well, that's
Like,
right.
for what?
It's a good point. He doesn't watch sports. He's not a sports guy. He's convinced me, Terry. He doesn't need channels. All he needs is a TV and a DVD player, because that's
Right.
what he has, ladies and gentlemen.
Right.
Yes. Oh, yes. If you're just tuning in and you missed yesterday's conversation, Vinnie the Pooh, adult male,
That's correct.
doing pretty well for himself compared to the other 23-year-olds in this world, with a bright future, Terry, has decided, I don't need cable. I don't need a dish. I don't even need the basic channels.
Right.
I don't need local channels. I don't need anything.
That's right.
Just a DVD player and a screen.
Don't forget the internet too.
And the internet. Well,
Yeah, that's all.
When it's talking in the TV world.
In the entertainment, in the house world.
Well, the entertainment. I know you got,
Xbox.
laptops.
You don't have an Xbox?
You have a game system.
I have a PlayStation 2.
Oh.
What have you been playing Call of Duty on?
It's been a minute since I played it. I mean, I go to my pops' house and get on, but at the crib, I am
Have you made a
sans
conscious
Xbox.
effort to try to save money all of a sudden? What's the goal? What's the thinking behind all
I
this?
mean, I moved out, when I...
2 months ago. You moved into a place 3 months ago.
Yeah.
3 months ago.
But when I was at a
As
roommate,
we told you yesterday, day one, you have your cable set up. Day one, even before day one. When you move into a new spot, people call ahead and say, I'm moving in on the 12th, have my cable set up on the 11th.
Right. If cable's not set up, I will not be living here.
Right.
Really?
People's cable goes people's cable goes out for an hour, and they go into a tailspin. They freak out.
Good.
You haven't had cable, you haven't had a channel for 3 months.
I know.
Not even rabbit ears, nothing.
No rabbit.
HD rabbit ears.
Aluminum foil.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's cool with it. He has no plans
Right.
to get a dish.
Kick back about it.
No plans to call Comcast, nothing.
No.
I'm chilling.
It's all good.
This would be torture.
Yeah, for most
Get to the
normal
house, check the
people.
MySpace, the email, throw in a box set, take a nap,
And you're good.
wake up, go
That's
to
the
the
thing.
bar.
He
Yeah.
keeps buying box sets. He has a box set for every day of the week.
Yes, I do.
What box set are you watching? What did you watch yesterday?
I watched The Office yesterday on the bootleg website, and I'm getting ready to
On
start.
the bootleg.
And then I'm getting ready to start Lost.
Getting ready to start Lost. Right from season 1?
Gonna go tough with it, too.
Who needs channels?
Who does need channels?
Who needs TV stations?
Ask me if I need channels in the fall, though. When September rolls around.
Oh, you mean to watch a little Monday Night Football? You're not going to buy the box set?
Can you imagine?
The Monday Night Football box set season.
Oh, yeah.
Season 24.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be so good. The Patriots and the Steelers tonight.
Just hammer them all out in one night.
Oh, it's going to be awesome.
Yeah, we get your point. We're totally down. We are so ready to just turn in our cable, our dishes, and we're just going to buy box sets. I mean, who needed to watch New Orleans against San Antonio last night, Jerry?
I mean, who?
Just buy the box set a few months from now.
Right.
Any guy who is a real man, who likes sports,
Oh, yeah, that's every man. Okay.
could never live an hour the way you're living. Not an hour.
No, that's so unheard of.
Me and Terry talking about American Gladiators last night.
Right.
You don't even know what it is.
Okay. Well, there's YouTube.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, YouTube.
I like it, right there in the moment.
No, why? If I need to see it that bad, I can YouTube it in the morning.
You see, he's so convincing me now. He's so convincing me now that he's cool with this. I'm actually believing that he's okay with everything he's saying. That I'm going to have to buy him cable, Terry. I can't allow this to continue with anyone I know.
I mean, it really, how hard is it to do just to call him up and just hook it up like that? I mean, it's already cable ready.
He feels like he's being prudent and he's saving money and...
But he's not really committed to it. He's just doing it because it's saving money. It's not that he has a cause, right?
I don't know what he's thinking. He feels like he's on the right path here.
Okay.
And I
just don't see what the problem with not having cable is.
It's not, the way you phrase it, it sounds different than me, the way I'm telling you it is. It's not having any TV stations. You have no channels.
But if you don't need something,
no channels.
Why
at
do you?
all.
I've heard of people you only have basic? Oh, okay. Well, pretend like that's not a big deal. I've never heard this before.
Okay, but I'm asking you, like, if you don't need something, like a third shoe or something, like, why are you gonna have it?
Like, so you have enough shoes that this shoe is not necessary. You see this as just one of the many shoes that you have in your closet, and you have enough shoes.
I don't rock that shoe no more.
I don't rock that shoe.
I don't need it anymore.
Well, you know what? Maybe this is a positive. I don't know if this should be seen as... Maybe Vinnie the Pooh's an inspiration. Maybe he's off his ass more than the average person. I don't know.
Positively stupid.
I'd be ready to...
Wow.
I'd be ready to tell you to kick the stool, but...
Really that bad? Come on.
Well, he's not off his butt. I mean, it's not that he's doing to not... He's watching other stuff on it, you know?
So you're saying, like, it's not like he's in better shape now that he's gone this way.
Exactly. It's not... some people, want to kill your television, no TV, that kind of routine. But he doesn't have a cause. He's just doing it. He watches other stuff on it.
Well,
he watches it every day.
I watch what I want to watch on it instead of flipping through the channels hoping to find something on. You feel
It's
me?
not that hard. You just push the guide button and
just
right there.
Oh, look, season 5.
See, I almost feel guilty that I have 900 channels. I feel like I should give you some.
Well, I appreciate that. But out of the
here's
900
C-SPAN, here's PBS.
See, you know what?
Enjoy.
Out of those 900 channels, what'd you say? You watched what, like...
11. I told you yesterday. I watched 11
you don't need all
but it's all right. But I just like to know they're there. But anyway.
Jeez.
And, all right, go with this for a while and see how it works for you.
It's going smoothly.
You don't feel a little disconnected,
Nah, why do I have to be so
No
disconnected?
news or CNN or SportsCenter or anything?
.com.
I was waiting on New Orleans making a big run in the fourth quarter last night, doing it for all the people that are still suffering from Hurricane Katrina, and they just couldn't make it happen, and that's the beauty of sports, and that's the beauty of live sports on television.
ESPN.com.
What are those called again? Yeah, but you don't see games on ESPN.com.
I could if I wanted
Oh, he
to.
needs a quick score. But he didn't even
Yeah, exactly.
care. He didn't look up the score last night like he was trying to know. He didn't care.
Exactly.
All right. Well, Vinnie the Pooh.
Interesting.
Interesting is, to say the least. That's why I brought it up again today. Because I'm fascinated by this. I'll probably bring it up about 6 more times before the end of the show.
You could. And I'll keep letting you know, too.
I'm still wondering if I dreamt this whole thing.
I
or
know.
But this is the reality of someone's world, and it's a friend of mine named Vinnie the Pooh.
No channels.
No channels.
Hi, I'm PTP, no channel. Let's just call him no channel
Mr.
anymore.
Box set himself.
I don't have channels. No. I just have box sets.
So, when you bring a woman over to your crib to kind of...
She's like, hey, put on MTV just for some background noise. Oh, I'm
if
sorry,
a chick
I
is
can't. I have
coming
no
to my
channels.
house, we shouldn't be watching TV.
Oh, do you hear that?
I'm
The
just
big
saying.
baller. He said, if she's over my house, we shouldn't be watching TV. Sometimes when you're
let's be realistic.
bringing some big time hottie the ruckus, you need MTV on the background just for some background noise kind of thing.
No, he just sets up his...
I just bought an iHome.
Let me stick in a box set for you.
iPod in. I'm good.
Wow.
All right.
All right, then.
Turn the iTunes on the shuffle.
But wouldn't that be a little bit embarrassing if you brought some girl from the club home and she's in your new apartment, you're 3 months into this apartment, and she's realizing, well, you must be settled now if you're 3 months in.
Why would she
throw
want to
on-
watch TV?
I don't know, just to kind of... so she doesn't feel like you're just going to, like, throw her around the minute you get in the place?
I guess.
Well, maybe he has such engaging conversations with her that he doesn't need.
He just likes
a conversation. Yes, she is.
He just lights some candles.
You feel me?
Walks around on the balcony.
Yeah, come on, honey.
Get out of here.
I'd rather see the moonbeams through your hair than watch any channels, my love.
Run a record for you. Put you in the mood.
All right. There it is.
How many channels does he have again?
Oh, my God. For real?
He's got... let me add him up again. Carry the... No channel.
Oh, man, so weird. No channels.
This is DJ No Channel over here.
Oh, man.
Lana.
I know.
Spinning live.
We can start bagging, Terry.
You got a question, Lana?
Yeah, I got everything I need. So.
Do you like a hair?
What you got,
Yeah,
Lana?
I do.
I have a question for Vinnie.
Yes.
I want to know, how does he stay informed and what does he do about the news? Because what if there's some kind of emergency broadcast and you're trying to figure out where everybody's at because everybody else saw the warning?
It's easy, like CNN.com.
Internet. Everything about him is... that makes sense. I mean, you can keep up with the news. When I'm interested in the news, I'll go on the computer. I won't, like, put it on the TV.
You know? It's as easy as that. Like, how do I keep up with anything? The internet. How do you keep up with things?
Mm-hmm.
Do you sit in front of, just sit on the couch like the 9 hours a day that you do and just watch TV? Or
you forgot to add the part
check
that he...
your computer every 5 minutes hoping that there's some breaking news? I mean, what do you...
Yeah.
It's true. I mean, they cut in, the programming. If something big did
I don't think
happen.
people feel the need to check every 5 minutes if there was some breaking news in the past 5 minutes, so I don't know what your point necessarily is, but he's got internet for news, if that's your question. He keeps up with the news.
I'm on point with everything. That was a major phlegm package that you just offered the world there.
Wow. Imagine if you saw that on TV.
Gee, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Or a box set.
Nuclear bomb hits, you'll be watching the Lost box set, and you'll have no idea. Well, everyone else, their TVs will be, they'll come on and tell you.
That's course.
But you'll have no idea.
Well,
until I check the internet.
2 days later, when your body's incinerated, but we all got out safely.
Yeah. At least I was entertained.
Where'd everyone go? Maybe I needed some channels.
That's right.
Okay, well, there it is. For me, you can't give me enough channels, Terry.
No, I know.
I always check to see if new channels have come out every week,
Yeah.
so that I'm not missing out on anything.
right.
Do you
I
really?
swear to you.
Well, didn't they do? I mean, a lot of people have tons of channels, and really, they only watch like maybe 7 of them, but they have them.
That's right. You gotta have them.
Yeah, just
gotta.
Because you never know what you stumble on.
Yeah.
Right.
If you got the money, you gotta have them.
Well, yeah.
Okay, and it doesn't require much to get basic cable. As I said, it's about what, $14 a month.
Right, it's not much
for basic cable. They give you like 40 channels now with basic cable.
It's almost a waste of time.
So you're good with that.
Gravy.
Go get basic, please.
For what?
For me.
For why?
For me.
For 3 channels.
For me.
3 channels. 3 channels.
Wow. Unbelievable.
For 3 channels?
You only watch 3 channels out of the basic.
Basic cable would like.
Maybe he's actually afraid of the fact that if he.
Yes,
I'm just saying that.
Of course, you're right.
You don't want to watch anything on MTV.
No.
You don't want to watch Wild 'N Out?
They don't play music.
You don't want to Robin Big?
VH1 is one of the 3 channels I'd watch over MTV. BET maybe, and then Comedy Central.
Robin Big? Box set?
Box set, there you go. MTV.com.
Okay. It's the way of the future, baby.
Guess so.
You feel me?
It's not really, because you're watching it on a 17-inch laptop when you could be having like a 55-inch plasma and surround sound.
Well, and you're late, and everybody's already ahead of you on stuff, so.
Huh?
All right, well, whatever. He's.
I mean, you're in
cool.
season 5 of The Sopranos. We're through season 6 and done.
I just haven't bought season 6 yet.
That's kind of the point, is that you're behind. You should be dialed in to pop culture and what's going on.
This whole conversation started because
that's why I'm on Lost right now. And The Office.
Well, Lost.
Okay, you're good. Never mind.
Right,
We all got it wrong.
Let's do it.
You're cool.
All right.
Mm-hmm. Lakers San Antonio starts on Monday.
Oh.
Yeah.
We won't tell you what happened.
Nah.
We want to ruin the box set for you.
The T-Man Show.
Is the blonde-haired beauty, Kate, not Owen, already moving on with super cyclist Lance Armstrong?
Oh, it is.
So, apparently true. The couple was spotted not once, but twice over the weekend getting their eat on in Austin, Texas. And just for the record, Lance and Owen have also both dated Sheryl Crow.
Nice.
There you go.
Endless cycle. As if Owen Wilson wasn't suicidal enough. Now he's got to sit back and realize that his ex-girlfriend would rather go out with a man with one testicle than him.
That is
I mean,
correct.
yes, I understand it's Lance Armstrong, but still. She's choosing one ball over Owen Wilson, who's got two balls.
Yes.
That can't make any guy feel good. I'm sorry. You're telling me you'd rather have a guy with one testicle? I know he had cancer, and I shouldn't be talking this way, but I have to. That cannot make him feel good.
Well, again.
If my wife leaves me for a man with one ball, Terry, I'm sorry. He may have been the most heroic person like Lance Armstrong in the world, but I'm still thinking, one ball over what?
What's wrong with me?
And maybe it has no effect on his ability to have sex, to reproduce, etc., etc. The bottom line is one ball versus two. And you're choosing one? All right. Have a nice life. Says a lot about me. I don't feel good about myself. What else? I see you have magazines open. I see you have articles in front of you. Just give me a quick story, and then maybe we'll have time for one of your magazine articles. What do you have there?
Well, quick story is that you can now get a sex change. Well, you can now get sex change treatments for your children, for your child, like 7, 8 years old.
Well, this is progress.
Yeah.
I say as soon as they come out of the womb, Terry. Not happy with the sex? Sex change right here. Need to see the doctor immediately.
Well, they do have that altering when it comes to children.
I don't know what you're talking about. I am thinking that maybe sex changes for 7 and 8 year olds isn't really the way to go here.
Well, apparently this pediatric specialist at Boston's Children's Hospital named Dr. Norman Speck, he claims that he counsels young kids who, feel a little confused, and he...
Well, counseling young kids that feel confused is fine, but making sex change operations available to them, it's a little bit premature, wouldn't you say?
He says...
Let them get a little hair on their situation before they decide if they don't want it or not.
Well, but
That's
he says that
theory.
those kids, because they have such a high level of confusion as they get older...
Yeah, high level of confusion, I understand. You get that at a young age, I'm sure. If your biological makeup is such that you're feeling like you're not in the mainstream as far as your gender's way of thinking is concerned, then you may need a little counseling to get you through it. But doesn't mean you should be going out and getting a sex change at age 8.
Well, but he claims that with this high level of suicide attempts for kids who are confused like that early on, he says by helping them, quote, figure out who they really are, it's helping them become happier and healthier people.
And then if they want to get a sex change as an adult, then let them go after it. But a sex change, just because technically it can be done at age 7 or 8, doesn't mean we should be thinking about it. Please.
At what age do people know that they don't want to be that sex?
Well, I don't know if you may know at age 7 or 8 that you don't want to be that sex. Doesn't mean that you should be having that procedure until you're an adult, a true adult. That procedure shouldn't be available to anyone under the age of 18. And that's all there is to it. I have spoken. What else, Terry? What else is going on? Give me an article.
Would you like my article?
Yes, I would like to hear the title of your article. Go ahead.
What not to say on a first date.
Things not to say on a first date.
Yes.
Why am I talking like this?
I don't know.
Let me see
Making a
here.
game of it.
There's so many things not to say on a first date. My gosh. Basically, you should just overall limit opening your mouth for chewing or talking on a first date. Keep it to a minimum. Let the mystery be a part of the situation. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
You just want to let everyone know everything about you on the first date? Yatta-ta, yatta-ta, yatta-ta. Never-ending talking machine. What not to say on a first date?
What not to say?
Basically everything.
Wow.
But you want specifics?
Sure.
What not to say on a first date? Let me think. Don't worry, I'm not due to flare up for another week.
Nice.
Oh, perfect timing.
So rest assured, you're safe tonight.
Or safer.
to let you know that's not on the list, but...
But I also want you to know that I don't use condoms.
Oh.
I want to feel the real you. I need to feel the real me.
How about...
I'm in.
Wow. Okay.
You insist.
Not yet, big boy.
Nice people.
Maybe those kind of details also shouldn't be shared on the first date?
Probably not.
I don't wear condoms. Nothing gets between me and my women. Maybe you should save that for the second date there, Chief. What do you think?
Yeah, second date for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely second date little talk there, Terry.
Just let it fly.
Oh, I don't know. What not to say on the first date. I could give you a million things on a list here, Terry, as I said. What else is jumping out at me as far as things not to say at a first date? After dinner, let's go over to my place. I have 2 girls in 1 cup saved on my desktop.
All right. I'm there.
Matter of fact, one of those girls, I dated her.
I heard the freaks.
But she wasn't as pretty as you are. That's something you shouldn't say on a first date. Would you agree?
I would agree. And that is not on the list either.
That's not on the list?
No.
I can't believe. So they're saying you should go back and watch 2 girls in 1 cup after the first date?
No, you don't say. Come on.
You don't say that. That's why I'm saying this list is never ending. This is a list that has no end. There's 1,000,001 things you shouldn't say on a first date. You're going to tell me that should be said on a first date?
No.
Well, then it should be on the list, shouldn't it?
You know, Terry never finished that, by the way.
Finished 2 girls, 1 cup?
Yeah.
I think she's amongst...
I couldn't watch it.
I think she's amongst a lot of people that only made it through the first 11 seconds.
Yeah.
It's only a 55-second video.
That's it?
Yeah, I think that's all it is. And
Seems
yet...
like it's 2 hours.
And yet, yes, 90% of the people who watched it didn't watch every second of it. You turned away.
I understand every second.
You told them to stop.
You could make it 10 seconds.
I think Terry, in Terry's defense...
Oh, jeez.
In Terry's defense, when the first moment of what you're watching hits you,
yes,
a lot of people shut it down right there like Terry did.
That's the breaking point?
That is the breaking point.
I think I saw enough.
As soon as she saw the soft serve coming out of the...
got it. Yeah, that wasn't swirl.
Go down to the anus.
Yeah, I got
Terry,
you.
like a lot of America, decided that's enough for her. So you're kind of seeming like you want to knock Terry for being someone who's in the vast minority of people who couldn't get through the first 10 seconds. I say she's in the majority.
First 10 seconds? You can watch someone do that.
Oh.
Well,
it's the
first 9 seconds looks very lovely.
Oh, yeah, awesome.
2 ladies deciding that they are just totally willing to show each other the love and kiss.
Love, yes.
And then it takes a little bit of a turn, doesn't it?
It does,
yeah.
yes.
A little bit?
A little bit of a twist. And on that 10th or 11th second, I don't know what it is precisely, but somewhere thereabouts, things get a little bit skewed, and that's where Terry started screaming and gagging and was pretty much moving on with her life.
But maybe it's also, too, you can deal with it because that is something that you watch all the time. Porn and
watch all the time?
Well, no,
we may watch porn until the cows
you
come
guys
home,
are
Terry. We're not watching
accustomed.
that all the time.
I mean, you got Hot Shot looking up, porn where dudes are getting kicked in the,
That's funny.
What is that site?
Well, it's Ballbusters.
Right, so he's kind of immune to that.
No, I don't care how freaky some of your porn watching gets. No one could say they're immune to, and that's why 2 Girls, 1 Cup was such a phenomenon about 6 months or so ago, Terry, a year ago, because it was just so ridiculously over the top and something that I don't care, again, how wild your ability to watch videos gets. You ain't ready for this one. All right? But now that we've all seen it, at least 10 seconds like you have, Terry.
God. Just
even there now is a place where we can't be shocked any longer.
Not cool.
The reason that was such a phenomenon is because we didn't realize it, but that was the one area where we could still be shocked. But that took care of that now. Not anymore.
I want to know what's next. That's what they said before this.
They try to come out with 2 whatever afterwards. No one was into that. This is a one-time thing.
Something will be next.
Here's something funny that one of the Terry Cam channels.
Something will be next, but it'll catch us completely off guard. It has to be. Yeah, this caught you completely off guard. Yes. What is one of the Terry channels saying?
DJ Mumbles said.
I love DJ Mumbles.
He's good.
He said that he saw porn where two girls or girls were taking turns farting.
Okay. You know what, Terry? Send your little comments in your seedy, sick little chat room.
But send me the link.
All right.
Yeah, I would want to watch it.
Jeez.
Search word. Anyway.
Man, that sounds pretty funny.
He just said it was funny.
Great story.
Very funny. Yeah, DJ Mumbles. You can always count on him for a laugh.
Oh, yeah. It's better off when he mumbles.
That's why DJ Mumbles is so big in chat rooms.
Oh, yeah.
Because you can't understand a damn thing the man's saying when he talks. But, I've seen some of your more ridiculous pornos in my life, and still I wasn't ready for this. I've seen pornos where the very first scene, dudes are tying girls to trees, and I saw, he takes a big chain and he ties this girl to a tree, and...
Nice.
Really?
Yeah.
Does that do it for you?
No, I'm not saying
it... chain?
It doesn't, I don't remember what the situation was. It didn't horrify me. It wasn't something I'm totally into. I'm not into bondage scenes as much as some of the freaky dudes out there. But I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example. I've seen a lot.
Okay.
And yet this, even though I watched the whole thing, Terry.
I really don't.
Maybe it took me 3 or 4 attempts to watch the whole thing in its entirety. Because I had to even turn away myself the first, second, or third showing. But I made it through. I was a trooper. I have a little button that says this too. Was a 2 girls in 1 cup trooper.
All right.
Now, why do we get into all this talk about 2 girls, 1 cup when it's yesterday's news?
First date.
Oh, yes. Things not to say on a first date. Right. What are some of the examples they give as far as things not to say on a first date? Let me hear it.
They say your exes, talking about your exes, your relationships, all that kind of stuff. It's kind of boring on the first date.
See, my first date days are over, Terry, but I think of Pasty a lot of times when I think about first dates.
Oh, yeah.
He's a 31-year-old man now, and I could just see him falling into some traps. I could see him saying some things that I want to coach him ahead of time not to say. Like, I wouldn't want him to say something like, my parents are away for the weekend, so we have the place all to ourselves.
There you go.
Yeah, a 31-year-old man shouldn't say those things.
He would, though.
That's what I'm worried about. He's the kind of guy who might say that and not think there's anything wrong with it.
Yeah, the folks aren't home. I'm going there, jacuzzi.
Folks.
Even though you live alone.
He does live alone.
Yeah.
But he would definitely take the parents' house.
Mm-hmm. You might think you live with your parents if you said something like that. That's why you have to be careful with what you say. Everything is a complete minefield on a first date, Terry. It's just a situation you try not to lose.
Right.
So, offer conversation, but you got to be careful.
True.
You can blow it.
That's the plan.
So they're saying not to talk about exes.
Right. Bitter tales about your exes. And
I don't know. Sometimes a little talk about an ex, Terry, maybe not on the first date, but can get a girl thinking that at least you had something going on in your life. She wants to hear something about why she's sitting across a table from you if you're at dinner or something like that.
Maybe
so
later
I'm the lucky one.
sure.
Why do I feel like I'm the lucky one who's get the first crack at dating this 28-year-old man? Tell me something about an ex, please. Tell me about some girl that was voluntarily willing to go out with you before me.
Not a one.
I mean, you got to hear something like that, right?
Nary a female to be found.
Exactly. That's why I'm not so sure that sprinkling in maybe a little anecdote about an ex.
I love a nice anecdote sprinkled in.
A nice anecdote is always a nice idea from time to time. If the situation calls for it, if she starts wondering whether you have any kind of abilities whatsoever, you might want to sprinkle in a nice anecdote about an ex-girlfriend that you wronged really badly.
No, I agree.
Make her feel like she's in for a challenge. I remember the day she showed up at my doorstep crying.
Oh, she's really into me.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, that might be her, blowing up my phone right now. You might want to toss that in. It may come off a little cheesy, but it could still work.
Well, that's not what they're recommending.
Well, I don't know who these people are that are doing the recommending. I'm just saying, feel out the situation, and if you feel it calls for it, a nice, healthy anecdote about an ex-girlfriend may work, and I'm talking for the guys. Now, this is a general article for both genders. Things you shouldn't say on a first date. Is it gender-specific? Are they talking to men? Things that men shouldn't say on a first date?
No, it's not gender-specific.
It's not.
It's just...
things you shouldn't say on a first date.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Want another one?
Sure.
Well, they say you shouldn't really talk about kids on the first date if you have some.
Don't want to hear about your snot bubble kid. Well, that's a shame, Terry.
Not only that, also, just in case,
sure
let's say you don't even... No, just in case, too, if you don't have kids, but you want kids in the future, just kid talk in general is not good first date talk.
No place for it.
Right.
I'm trying to eat.
Whether you have children or you plan on having kids or want it.
I have 5 kids. Oh, yeah, check, please.
There should be no...
I think by now, most people, if I'm going to go on a first date, they would know that I have kids.
We're not talking about you specifically. We're just referring to the article now, Terry. It's not a Earth revolves around Terry situation. There should be no
conversation. It would piss you off.
There'd be no conversation of any subject matter as it pertains to kids whatsoever.
Right.
Children should be completely off the radar on a first date.
Yes.
Nothing. There's no circumstance that anyone can come up with as to why a child should be brought up in the conversation.
I love kids.
Whoa.
Sick man. All right. Well, I can't necessarily argue with that.
Okay.
I want to hear about your kids. I don't want to hear about how you want them.
Ever.
Unless you want one tonight. Shut up. I know you'll be swallowing my children in about That's besides the point. I wouldn't bring that up because this is the first date.
Good job.
Nice.
See, you shouldn't bring that up, even though it's the truth.
I don't know. You should.
Even though we both know it's the truth.
Especially in that manner. Wow.
That porterhouse steak I bought you is going to be followed up by 2 steak. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, man.
All right. Anyhow, what other offerings do they suggest shouldn't be conversation pieces on the first date?
Well, they also suggest that you not start using pet names or giving out a pet name to that person you just...
So darling and sweetheart and honeysuckle child is not something you should be...
Cutie buns, things like that.
Oh, cutie buns. Yes. I was leaving that out, but I thought that was acceptable. I'm glad you pointed that out. So cutie buns.
Sure.
Oh, sugar tits. Love that.
Sugar tits? Yeah. Cutie buns probably shouldn't be brought up on the 2000 and first date either, Terry.
Right, probably not.
I don't want to be called cutie buns at any point.
But what if you do have cutie buns?
Well, I'm glad you are well aware of the situation. However, don't refer to me as cutie buns.
Quietly all in your, hey, cutie buns.
Cutie buns. That's supposed to turn me on just because you try to say it in a sexy voice?
Hey, cutie buns.
Word just sounds weird. Buns.
Sugar tits will have the chicken, and cutie buns will take the salmon.
Okay, good. Wait, which one's which?
Cooked medium. Because I don't trust y'all. Normally I take it medium rare.
It'd be great to just say that. Just look at her face.
Look at the waitress's face?
Well, look at the date's face.
Oh, look at the date's face.
Yeah.
How could you... I don't know whose face to look at.
That's true.
The waitress or the date?
Sugar tits is going to have the chicken.
Are you telling me that this article needs to point out that you shouldn't use pet names on a first date?
Yes.
Why the hell would anyone, unless you're sick, use a pet name on a first date? Why should the article even have to waste a tree, waste a piece of paper, Terry, waste a line in a magazine to tell you not to call someone sweetheart or honey or anything of the sort, or love on a first date? Why? Why should they even have to tell people that?
Because believe it or not, I guess people actually do it.
Nobody's doing that.
Please.
I hope not.
Gosh. What are you laughing at now? What did someone in Terry Cabin say?
They say, what's up, love?
If you're trying to sound slick and you say, what's up, love? I mean, I say that a lot of times, baby.
On a first
love.
date, though?
But I'm not calling you baby or love. I'm just saying it in general. Hey, baby. You know?
That's Still a cute little
way too
pet
hard
name.
to sound cool. No, I'm not referring to the person necessarily. Just a word sometimes people use. Sometimes a word people use in their general way of speaking. You know.
We'll refrain from that. How about?
No, because I'm not referring to you as that. That's just
well,
the
then
way
who are you talking to? The wall over there?
I call everybody baby. All right. So don't read into it.
Oh, jeez.
Don't get carried away with yourself.
Is that an East
You're not
Coast
even
thing?
pretty. Huh?
Is that an East Coast thing, calling people baby? Because
I don't know what it's East Coast, West Coast. Just, I don't think anyone. I think I'm the only one. Anyway, okay.
Another thing they suggest.
Oh, there's more.
Because I want to get through this article. One of my articles I want to successfully get through.
Mm-hmm.
They really say that you should probably refrain on the first date from talking about freaky sex fantasies. I mean, let's not kill someone.
Hey, I don't know what you're into, but I saw this video of this dude tying this girl to a tree. Guys want to know if you're good with that, like at some point, if we have a serious relationship.
How about no, you're a freak? I don't do that. I don't know you that well.
There's got to be a lot more like on point things to like inform people. Because you're right, this article is important because people need to know things not to say on the first date. But this ain't the list. This ain't helping. There's a lot better stuff you could be handing the people out there that you're trying to communicate with, Terry Free, to get them in a better on better footing for a first date than the suggestions you're making.
I'm just the messenger.
Let's see, so I shouldn't call her sweetheart, and I shouldn't tell her that I want to,
but you know that sometimes
I'm so in, dude. She's going to love me.
Thanks a lot for the tips.
I think that if you just want a pile driver, you just, skip the whole date thing.
Well, let me go to the phones and see what other offerings people have as far as helping out our fellow man and woman as far as things not to do on a first date. Jay, you're on the air. Hello.
T-Man.
1-866-663-T-Man is a toll-free number. That number, again, is absolutely 100% free of charge. 1-866-663-T-Man. Yes, Jay.
I think what you need to do, actually, I know what you need to do, is you give them a glass of wine, just let them talk about them. You don't say anything. That way you don't mess up. Last time I was on a date, the first thing I told her was I thought you were a blonde, and that didn't work out well at all.
Aha, so that's actually a better bit of advice than anything I heard in the article. That may be something a guy would think is completely harmless to say, and yet she was offended by that.
Well, last time I seen her, she her hair was a little lighter in the summertime, so yeah, and she wasn't too happy.
Making comments about women's hair.
And if, are those real? Are those real was another one.
Are those real?
Yeah. She was like real
fascinating first date conversation.
Yeah, they're really on me. They're really on me.
I was going to ask the waitress, but I thought I'd ask you directly. I was going to ask her if she thought they were real, but you tell me.
No. They really cost a lot.
Okay, all right. So we won't, according to Jay, he's advising people not to ask women if they're real on the first date.
Yeah.
Who's got real ones anymore anyway?
I think plenty of women.
Well,
granted,
every guy could tell if they're real, please. Line up 100 women, I'll go 100 for 100 on telling you if they're real or fake.
Wow. All right, let's do it.
I'm ready.
I won't have one mishap, one slip-up, one mistake. And I'm not saying I can do something that other guys can't. You line up 100 women in front of just about any guy, he can go 100 for 100. Real, fake, real, fake.
I think you, quite honestly, I think you are probably better at it than a lot of guys.
I'm ready. Bring them in.
Here they are.
Chad has some thoughts.
Yeah, I heard Pasty Dave's parents were out of town. I just wondered if his hot tub was still available.
Well, Chad, the first person you talk to when you call this program is Pasty David Arthur III. You could have asked him in your own private moment there. Oh, you thought it'd be funny for the air. Okay, good. Thanks for the call. Julia in Berkeley, yes.
Hi.
What's up?
Oh, a lot.
All right.
So my wedding is in less than 2 months, and my fiance has just recently told me he wants to postpone.
Oh, so she's calling on us, dropping by, peeing on her, he's having sex with her.
Right,
okay?
obviously so.
Okay, you don't just... Summertime wedding. 2 months from now, you were supposed to be... Brother's guilty here. He had sex with a 14-year-old. He's a pedophile. Go with your Prince Charming waiting for you so you can exchange vows and do when you're...
So you don't care about the victim?
No, not when you're brothers. You let the court system take care
Really?
of that. If your brother goes down,
Oh,
the
but it's not calling it off.
postponement. Yes.
So he called it off. He's called off the original date.
Put one of the nails in the coffin of your own brother.
but
The only way. Let's called it off. He's
not getting married.
You had a wedding plan for 2 months.
Really?
Yeah.
No, you won't.
It's gonna be a big change in the program.
No, don't.
The only way, the only case I'll make for R. Kelly's very own brother testifying against him is the one that you speculated on a little bit ago, as if R. Kelly was doing those kind of seedy sexual things to his own family members, and this is now one family member protecting the rest of the family against this brother. That's the only way to testify against him.
Nobody matters except for
opinion.
family. If he's molesting family members, that's the only people that count. Just any other victim does not matter.
I'm not saying that you don't say to yourself, okay, my brother's guilty, and if he goes to jail, well, he's got to do his time because he was doing wrong. But you don't go on the stand and testify against him. Do you see my point? Are you following me? You don't testify against your own brother.
But if
in those circumstances.
But if your niece came to you and said, Mom has been touching me for 5 years,
right,
and I need your help.
That's different. That's different. If it's a family member, then you have to testify against.
What if it's somebody that you kind of know?
All right, now we're getting really nitpicky here.
But it's outside of your family.
It's a very small wedding, and then we're sending announcements to everyone.
Because we had to keep it small scale. If he goes down, well, he's got it coming to him.
Devastated their family.
Well,
the child is damaged.
Sorry about your pain.
Really?
My brother's a bastard, and I know it, but I can't testify against him.
Really?
Yes, absolutely. That's my feeling on it. My brother's a bastard. I know it.
And he shouldn't pay for ruining your family or anything.
He might pay for it. He might pay for it.
Not if you, not unless you help.
He's my brother.
Really?
He ain't heavy. I hope that's not you.
I hope not too.
But you're not sure. All right, hang on the line.
Okay.
And I'm going to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll deal with Julia's situation.
Okay.
Because she doesn't want to be that woman, Terry, who's hanging on by the ankle of a guy who is basically telling her, yeah, I can't do this marriage thing, at least not with you.
Well, she should be grabbing her own ankles at this point.
Nice. Maybe it would speed up the process.
Yeah.
Well, it's got to be a tough time for Julia.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Was all excited about a summertime wedding, and now she's not even sure where the hell she stands. Well, we'll let her know exactly where she stands, because we know.
Hey, remember that wedding we were going to have?
Yeah, I'm going to wash the car that day instead.
Wow, how would
Probably
you like to hear that?
1-866-663-T-Man, back with Julia and more out of these words. The T-Man Show. Carrie, Julia sounds like a nice enough lady, doesn't she?
Yes.
She was expecting it to be the most exciting summer of her life. She was anticipating the greatest time of her life. She spends the summer making the final preparations and then following through with marrying the man of her dreams, only to have those thoughts, hopes, and aspirations crushed.
Mm-hmm. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
By that very same man who she adores more than anything in the world.
Oh, I hate him now.
Mm-hmm. He came to her and really didn't say much beside, I can't go through with this summer.
Yeah.
I don't want to break up. But that wedding that you've been planning for, that we were going to have on a smaller scale, because you probably realized that a big wedding would scare me altogether, but even the small wedding thoughts was enough to scare the hell out of me, maybe because it means I have to marry you, whether it's a lot of people attending or very few. But he hasn't really said much. How much planning has been done, Julia? What have you put in the books as far as confirmations for this wedding? Do you have like flowers ordered, or are you doing things like that, or no?
Let's see. I picked up the wedding dress last week, and the caterer's set, the bartender's set, music is set, location set.
Wait. Why would you need a bartender if there's only going to be 10 people or so there?
And music. We're going to get wasted.
No.
You said it was going to be a small-scale wedding with very few people. So why would you need a bartender and well, maybe you want music, but why a bartender?
Well, I think it's the other way around. Oh, well,
the location.
Someone's got to make drinks for you. You don't make your own drinks.
Yeah, but she hired a bartender. You could have, like,
for 10 people.
Make your own drinks for 10 if you could have only 10 people there.
Not everybody wants to go make a screwdriver. Long Island or whatever.
Everybody. There's only 10 people. How many people are you going to have at this wedding?
10 guests.
10 guests, and you hired a bartender for 10 guests?
Can I tell you why?
All right, tell me why.
Well, the location is very particular about liability issues, so we cannot pour our own wine during dinner.
Why would you even have a location if you're having only 10 people?
Have it in your house.
Somewhere. Where are you going to have it in space?
Have it in your backyard if it's going to be 10 people.
Well, you can have a nice wedding and not, you don't have to go to your house if you're going to have a small one.
Well, why rent out a place if it's only going to be 10 people? Have it on some beach area or something. You can't just make it a makeshift ceremony somewhere if it's only going to be 10 people?
To me, having a DJ's weird. A dance floor is going to be packed with 10 people. Holy crap.
Well, maybe she... Yeah, you just set up the iPod or something. Maybe I don't understand all these plans for such a small wedding.
We're doing an iPod, but it's big because we're both the only children, and it's a destination wedding because it's 10 hours away where my grandma lives, and she's at the point where she can't travel. So it has
whatever.
to be
anyway, so he came to you and he said nothing much more than what?
He questioned the date.
He questioned the date. What does that mean?
He says, well, because we were going over...
I'm not familiar with what July 5th means. Right. Well, how do you question the date? What does that mean?
We were checking the wording of the announcements before I was going to make the order.
Yes.
He says, for this date, and I said, yeah. And he said, of this year, and I said, yeah.
Where has he been the whole time? I mean,
yeah,
really?
Go ahead. And then what does he say?
And he said,
I can't do that.
He said, well, I don't know. I think I might want to postpone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's been pretty much it.
So he wasn't sure what year he was going to be getting married?
No.
So you got...
Well, you'd think you were kind of keeping him in the loop on the whole process of getting married to him, and yet it sounds like he was blindsided by the whole thought of marrying you. You mean this year? It's a weird story, Julia.
It's true.
Yep, the fact that she's now saying it's true has me even more convinced that maybe she's just looking for a little airtime, Terry.
Oh, come on.
Here I was, keeping her through the break.
I know.
Now she's having a 10-person grand-scale affair with DJs and bartenders, and she's not sending out invitations, but she's sending out announcements, whatever that means, and now she wants us to believe, with all this planning that she did, her boyfriend looked at the calendar and said, what, 2008?
Yeah, he was off by a year. Some guys are an hour late to their wedding. Who's going to be a year late?
Julie, do you even have a boyfriend or what?
Yes, we're living together.
And the wedding was planned for what day?
July 19th.
Check what day of the week that is, Terry.
Okay.
What day of the week is it, Julia?
Saturday.
It's a Saturday? Check if July 19th of 2008 is a Saturday, Terry. Then I'll start believing her a little bit more.
For my computer.
You're waiting for your computer? It takes that long to look up a date?
She is correct.
She is correct?
She is.
All right, I'm starting to get a little bit more back on board. Unless she happened to have a calendar right in front of her.
Yeah, sure.
I'm starting to believe her a little bit more.
With cute kittens on it. But if you're going to lie, I mean, this isn't the greatest story in the world to lie about.
Less, of course, July 19th. Some people just like to get on the air, though.
Yeah, maybe.
Some people like to, I don't know, but I'm starting to believe her again.
She seriously wants advice, I think.
Unless she's got a family member who's born, his birthday is July 19th, and she knows, well, no, she wouldn't know what this year is a Saturday. But anyway, all right, so we're starting to believe you again. Anyway.
After all that.
So he came to you and he said that he's not going to be able to make it.
He hasn't even said that.
He said what? You're not sure where you stand now? You don't know whether you should continue on with plans or what?
I'm upset with him.
All
he
right.
hasn't told. Okay, he told me he wants to postpone. He doesn't. He says for approximately a year, but then he just let his mom buy tickets to fly into location. He hasn't even told her yet how he's feeling.
Well, why don't you go up to him and ask him where the whole wedding situation stands? Say you're getting mixed signals. Why is he flying in his mother to the location if he's planning on postponing, in his mind, the wedding for a year? Well, that doesn't make sense to you. Can you get a little update on where the whole wedding situation stands? You're telling me you tried and he won't say anything?
Pretty much. He gets defensive and upset and says that it's all just too much for him. And
well, let me call this bastard so you can finally figure out what's going on this summer in your life.
Yeah, if he's not talking to you, he's got to talk to somebody,
You
right?
got a life to live. You got to know where you're going to be, if you're going to be married or not. I mean, he can at least give you a clear word on whether you'll be married on July 19th or not.
Why, yeah, send him for mom.
Can I call this guy or what? If you can't get it out of him, I will.
Yep.
I mean, you shouldn't have to go another day not knowing whether you're going to get married or not. It's one thing to call it off. It's another thing to say, well, I don't know. So
that's why I'm calling to get advice, because I don't know if I should call it off and give in to him, or if I should talk to him and say, no, we're going through with it.
Well, I don't think you should call it off. You want to get married, right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, what would be the benefit of you calling it off?
He would win. No benefit to me.
You're a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure I believe the whole story, but why he would win if you called it off?
He's a very stubborn person.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's doing this whole distancing thing and making me kind of wait for him to say something so that I get frustrated and I eventually agree with him and postpone it.
You're already playing games? You're not even married yet?
No. I thought that was over with. By then.
Well, I'll tell you what, maybe he can shoot you a little instant message on the 18th to let you know if you should show up or not for a wedding on the 19th. I mean, I don't know any woman who would just sit back and be as passive about this as you're being. Yeah. Go to him and say, am I getting married on July 19th or not? Can I get a clear word on that? And why you won't let me call him? If you're too chicken crap to ask him yourself, why can't I call and ask him?
I've tried asking him, and not that I'm chicken crap.
So he just looks at you and says nothing and turns away, and you go, okay, I'll try tomorrow. Is that what you do, or do you?
I mean, you're starting to forfeit money, like you said. You paid for the caterer and the dress. I mean, that's not really funny to be losing a bunch of money over there.
And so obviously he doesn't care, unless it's all your money that you're paying for, using. And he hasn't put any money in.
Are you that big a wuss that you can't ask your boyfriend if he's going to be marrying you on July 19th as planned? You can't even ask him the question and get an answer out of him?
I don't know why he's doing this to me, honestly.
Well, you're doing it to yourself more than anything. If you can't find a way to get an answer out of him, I almost blame you as much as him. Get an answer out of him. Stop being a dumbass.
Okay.
Because this is more on you now than him. Yeah, he might not be answering, but you're not asking hard enough, apparently. This is something you have a right to know. Not one day should go by from this point forward where you are unclear as to what's happening on July 19th. You go to him tonight. You live together, right? Well, when you see him tonight, say, listen, I want an answer on July 19th. Are we getting married or not? The next word out of your mouth should be a yes or a no, and I don't want to hear anything else. But I do want to hear one word, either yes or no. Say it now.
Is not an answer.
And if it's no, that's fine. At least I know where I stand. All right?
Okay. Should I give you an update this week?
No, I don't care. I really don't care. I actually don't want an update. Okay? But good luck to you.
Oh, thank you.
Take care. Bye. Just into an update.
Yeah.
And even if she's telling the truth, which I'm not completely convinced of,
right.
I don't want an update.
Right.
Well, I don't want to go through that again. No wonder her boyfriend doesn't want to talk to her. I don't want to talk to her.
And they live together.
He has to talk to her. He lives with her. I don't have to talk to her. Right. Our relationship, I'll tell you what.
Is over.
On July 19th, I don't want to talk to you. What's tomorrow, Terry? On May 21st.
Yep.
I don't want to talk to you. May 22nd, I don't want to talk to you.
Okay.
23rd through infinity, don't want to talk to you. But thanks for the call on May 20th. Is that what today is, May 20th?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, May 20th. I thank you for the call. Yeah. The T-Man Show. Would then be so confused that they would not be able to convict anyone. Smart move. And then he probably would fire back, well, then his brother would eventually go on trial. Well, at that point, there wouldn't be the energy for that kind of trial, and his brother would probably get away scot-free, so everyone wins. But, including the 14-year-old girl, who is not like his own brother testifying against R. Kelly. She's testifying on behalf of the defense. Well, he's got to worry about his own flesh and blood, his own brother going up there on the stand and saying all these bad things about him and saying, yeah, send him away. I always hated him. Unbelievable. Sophia, you're on the air. Hello, Sophia.
Hello, T-Man.
Hi, baby.
Good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes, Sophia. You're on the air.
Okay. So, I mean, in regards to the R. Kelly case, and I know it's rather extreme to jump from saying being a pedophile versus being a murderer, but going back to what you were saying about the Unabomber, I mean, had the Unabomber killed his own mother, Do you think it would be right for his brother to testify against his brother?
Did I not make it clear, Terry, that if R. Kelly was doing these things to a family member, that I would then, that's the only reason you would testify against a family member is if they were doing these violations to their own family. Right. And if it was outside of the family, I'm not saying that I would feel it's right, but I'm just not testifying against my brother. I might even encourage him at some point to turn himself in. But if he says, no, I'm not going to turn myself in, I'm innocent, even though if I felt in my heart he wasn't, I wouldn't testify against him. Please. Not some rat like R. Kelly's brother rolling over on his own. Flesh and blood. It's sick. Nico, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, T, man? I got to agree with you, man. You just don't rat on family. And even if they did do it to a family member, man, take care of it yourself. You know, eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. There's no room for ratting.
So, but as the earlier caller pointed out, I mean, if you have a situation where one brother kills the other brother's mother, and it would be both their mother, you might feel inspired, obviously.
Well, you handle it yourself. Don't give it.
Oh, you handle it yourself? You mean you kill your own brother then? You're left.
And then you go to jail because you killed your brother, and you want to know why you killed your brother because...
And the family lives happily ever after. That's a family reunion that won't cost much.
Right.
Anyway, all right, well, that's interesting. That's certainly a way to handle it, I guess. You might have to. Jeez. We're getting a little extreme now.
Yeah, I know.
But if somebody's out, if my brother kills my mom, I have to kill my brother. Kill mom? What are you, crazy? Anyway.
Wow. You probably don't want to do that if he kills your mom.
Let's see here. Who wants to talk next? Who's up here? Christina, you're on the air. Hello.
Hi, T-Man.
Hi, Christina.
I just wanted to say, just going back to what you just said about, okay, well, if they do something to your family member, now it's okay to testify. But that's just the next step. I mean, if he does not testify against his brother, the next thing would be to molest someone's child inside the family. Like, that's a sick individual.
Yeah, he's sick. If R. Kelly is molesting children, then you can certainly make a case that he's got some demons that he's got to keep in check. And, you'd probably keep him away from the kids' table at the family picnic. But
you shouldn't have to do that, though. He should be locked away.
Yeah, maybe he will get locked away. Maybe they will have enough evidence to have him locked away, but not because of me, not because of my testimony, that's for sure. And it shouldn't be because of R. Kelly's brother's testimony that assists in locking R. Kelly away. That's for damn sure.
Okay, so if this was your brother and it was the same case, let's say you didn't testify, right, and he gets off scot-free, and then he decides to molest your kids.
Well, I'm not putting my kids... No, because I'm not putting my kids in a position, if I know my brother's guilty, to let him molest my kids. Especially if I have this kind of knowledge that you're talking about. If I know for sure, like R. Kelly's brother knows for sure that it's R. Kelly in that video, there's no doubt about it. But he should go on the stand and say it wasn't my brother. That's what he should do. As a loyal, quality brother. Let the court system take care of itself, but not because of my assist will my brother go down. I will lie on my brother's behalf, and everyone in the jury box will probably assume that because I'm his brother, I am lying. But
so then you get in trouble for lying on the stand, and you go to jail.
I will take my chances for my brother.
But your sick and twisted brother?
That's right.
Okay.
My sick and twisted brother.
If they found that out, you can go to prison for lying.
Chances of them actually bringing me up on perjury charges are minimal. I'll take my chances. I am not going up on the stand and giving evidence against my brother to have him locked away. All right? That's it! You can throw out any hypothetical in the book you want. Oh, what if it was this scenario? What about this?
So just knowing that your brother's not in jail is the most satisfaction.
No, I'm not saying I get satisfaction. I'm not saying I'm dancing in the streets when my brother is freed. I just know that I didn't drive one of those nails in the coffin. That's it. They couldn't get him.
Okay.
What if he goes to jail and you're entitled to his $35 million estate? Cash, done.
I'm not doing that, but...
You thought about it for a second. I had you.
No, I was just taking it all in. I'm letting him know, once he gets off on the charges, hey, my testimony obviously didn't hurt your case. Where's my cut?
Okay.
If it weren't for me lying for your ass, you might be rotting in a jail cell right now. I expect more than 10%.
Yes. Well, thanks, brother. You get nothing.
Fair enough. Okay.
Well, that just shows a little something about you, brother. And yet I'm the good brother who was willing to take the fall for you and willing to put myself up on perjury charges. And you're still the bastard that you always will be and the sick, twisted person you always have been. And yet I couldn't testify against you, and I did the right thing.
Oh, that's what brothers do.
So now I'll just have to rob you.
All right, sounds good.
It's not going to be a Wild Jam or Summer Jam like Ray J? I think Ray J and Neo are kind of in the same area in the world right now, no? Except, when Ray J gets on stage, there'll be a lot of people out there that are more interested in seeing a schlong than hearing his music. I'll tell you that right now.
Well.
You're going to hear a lot of that when he's up there. Show us your schlong! He may just have to do it.
There you go. I'm sure he will in private with somebody that he pulls.
Yes.
That girl right there.
Oh, well, he ain't Akon now. He ain't pulling her out of the crowd. She's only 14.
Wow.
Anyway, Terry, I got gift cards to give away. You know that.
I know. You
multiple
have 2
gift cards. Now, I'm sure you could pull out a stat of the day, but I'm not so sure that's what's going to happen here.
Okay.
But if I was to ask you to pull out a stat of the day, what would your stat be this
My
morning?
stat of the day would be...
Yes?
What percent of men actually admit that they have been in a domestic violent type situation?
You mean where their woman is beating on them?
Where they've been abused, domestic violence, anything like that. What actual
Where they've been the victim of domestic violence?
Domestic violence. Yes. Where they actually admit it.
Oh, jeez. I'm sure I'm not clear on this. What? They actually admit it?
Yes.
Oh, I get it now. Yes. Now, what if you get smacked, like, just in the face with an open hand? Does that mean you're one of the people out there that can say that you were abused by your girlfriend? The girlfriend just decides that you're out of line and she smacks you hard in the face. And then you give her that look like you're ready to kill her and she gets really scared. You know that kind of moment, Terry? Maybe you haven't been in that. Maybe you have.
Exactly what you're talking about.
She got, like, out of her gourd for a second there, and she smacks you really hard in the face, and you make this look like, I could kill you. And, you know, the little man inside you says you probably shouldn't do that, and you don't do that. And she gets scared out of her freaking mind, and she never thinks to do that again. You been there?
Of course, sadly I have.
Is that domestic violence, Terry?
Well, I think it would be more like the actual, like, real abuse, beaten down on, not just a little slap. I think that's consistent.
It wasn't a little slap. Yeah. It made a sound. It shocked the room.
But I don't think that it's a where the guy turns around and glares and the girl gets scared. It's more like
it was more than glaring. It was getting out of your car and
it was like you could feel.
But I don't. Again,
you talking about something specific? You got
I'm sorry. It was a little sensitive situation.
What happened to you? You got out of your car?
Drunk ex-girlfriend slapped me in the parking lot of a club.
Yeah.
I had glitter on my face. So what? And you have glitter on your face.
So she obviously accused you. I don't know why girls wear glitter just to make guys get in big trouble. So she accused you because you had glitter on your face of doing stuff you shouldn't have been doing.
Yeah.
She smacks you in the face in your car?
In my car, because he was like, talk to me real quick. And then I was like, all right, what do you want?
Did she jump out of the car after she smacked you?
I've never been so angry in my life. I got out the car. She took giant steps back. And I was like, I went off.
You went off, but you weren't about to retaliate physically, were you?
If she'd have been close, I might have shook her.
Oh, wow.
If she'd have been close, because she backed up quick.
But see, that, I think...
she was drunk.
The man will be arrested for that. In that situation you describe, if you shake her back, I'm just letting you know. I'm not saying that it doesn't seem like you're entitled to a little shake, but I'm just saying that when the police come, if the police hear the story and they hear you got smacked and then you retaliated by shaking her, you're going down.
Really?
Yes.
Luckily, she backed up then.
So she backed up so you never got the shake that you wanted to get in there.
And luckily, I didn't go...
You wanted to grab her by the upper arms and give her a good rattle.
You know? What the hell is your damn problem?
Every woman needs that from time to time, doesn't it, Terry? You're rolling your eyes at me. You don't think so? Okay, maybe you're...
You won't go out of the way and smack a man.
Smacking him because he had glitter on his face?
I don't know. I'm not his ex-girlfriend. Ask her.
He could have gotten that glitter in 16 different innocent ways.
Probably why she's the ex.
It was probably that 17th non-innocent way, but he could have technically gotten all that glitter from 16 different scenarios that I could describe for you, all of which would be innocent. But he ain't that lame.
No, like nowadays you can get glitter on your face from hugging a chick. Like, oh, I haven't seen you in a minute.
You know what I really hate? When strippers wear glitter. I'm like, what's the point of you wearing glitter? Your job is to grind on guys. Why are you going to make it so like they have to go home with glitter all over them?
And it's dark and you can't really see it anyway.
I mean, what the...
Until it's too
There's
late.
nothing more annoying. And I think most of the strippers have figured this out by now. But I remember from way back, like, strippers would have glitter that they would put on accidentally because it was, like, popular makeup stuff, and then guys would walk out there with glitter all over them. Married guys.
Oh, my gosh.
Who were supposed to be at work.
Right.
Oh, man, that's horrible.
Go there and lecture these strippers and let them know. What are you, freaking... This, like, rule number 1 of Strippersville.
It's like, you got me in trouble last time.
Rule number 1 of Strippersville should be not to get your clients in trouble.
Well, maybe if the clients are there and thinking they'll get in trouble, they shouldn't be there in the first place.
Well, you know what? You want those clients there.
I understand that, but allow the stripper right to wear whatever the hell she wants. If she likes the, glitter, then she likes the glitter.
She shouldn't like the glitter. She knows what's good for business.
Jeez.
I hope strippers aren't still wearing glitter.
I don't know.
Is that dumb?
It is dumb.
Man, I was thinking... At the time, how dumb that was. Are there still strippers wearing glitter? Glitter's not even that big anymore, is it? Is there much going on with glitter involved?
Yeah,
I've seen some glitter recently, but not as much as like 4 or 5 years ago.
It's like glitter and lotion, and maybe not the...
But I mean, the glitter heyday was like more 4 or 5 years ago than it is now. I'm not saying glitter's not still out there, but the glitter heyday is kind of peaked, right?
I would hope so.
Has the glitter heyday peaked and it's coming down the mountain now, Terry, or
Probably
what?
so.
So you had what year was this that you had glitter on your face?
It wasn't that long ago.
Like within a year?
Yeah.
Within the past year? Mm-hmm. And she smacked you in the face?
She smacked me
you got such a little head, too, that it's easy to miss.
Wow.
Not an easy target to hit. He's got a tiny little round...
And it was a situation where she was drunk and I wasn't, so it just...
Oh, what the hell were you doing not drunk?
Well, I was DJing, and I don't know, I just didn't drink that night or whatever.
What were you doing not drunk?
Yeah, you're right.
Were you buzzed?
Could have been. I wasn't as drunk as her because she was stumbling and slurring the word. What is that? Is that smack? And then
smack. How hard? Give me examples. Hit Hot Shot. Go ahead.
No, I don't want to do my dude.
Please
he
don't
might,
touch me.
He might hit me back.
Oh my God! Because it would be
like a someone to be an example. All right, hit me.
You want me to hit you?
No. Okay. Anyway, hit Terry.
It was all right.
Who's volunteering?
Not me.
Is it gonna be hard? Show me how hard.
No, it was like okay. I'm sitting here. She's like that.
It's pretty hard.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
It's hard enough to get your attention.
She freaking popped you.
Yeah, she did.
And you were going to be decent enough to drive this girl home, who then went on to smack you?
Like I almost hit her with my car when I got out so quick. Because as soon as she hit me, seatbelt came off, door flew open.
Well, let me ask you, did you get that glitter on your face in the most innocent of ways, or did you do something that if you had a girlfriend, and she considered herself your girlfriend? Was she your girlfriend?
She wasn't my girlfriend.
She wasn't your girlfriend,
nah.
But she thought she was your girlfriend?
I mean, we was like close. I mean, we had been broken up for like 6 months, 7 months.
All right.
And there was still something there, but we ain't together.
So she was overzealous in her perception of where you and her were at, first of all.
Yes.
Second of all, you may or may not have been doing something that she should have been concerned about. Actually, even if you did something she should have been concerned about, she should have been concerned because she wasn't your girlfriend.
Yeah,
and then she has the audacity in front of people, perhaps.
The parking lot was packed.
Bad enough the pain that the smack may have inflicted for a second there, but the embarrassment for someone of Vinnie the Pooh's stature, who has his masculinity questioned at times anyway,
Jesus,
to be smacked in public.
It was bad.
So you got out of the car and started chasing her?
I got out of the car and took like a step and a half towards her, and I was screaming. I was like,
oh, wow.
And then she kind of like sobered up real quick and backed up and didn't really say nothing. I got in my car. Like,
Terry, what do you make out of all this? Do you think she had a right to smack this man who didn't ask for any kind of violent situation whatsoever?
I'm not into smacking anybody.
So everyone should keep their hands to themselves.
Pretty much.
Well, this girl did not keep her hands to herself. If Vinnie would have gone on with his instinct, Terry, and given her a little shake to retaliate, would you have said that the police should take him away, which would have been, I'm telling you, the way it would have went down if the situation were described to the police? If he would have given her a good shake, and then the police showed up and said, tell me what happened here. Well, I saw glitter on his face, and I smacked him, and then he came around and he shook me really hard. Well, get in the car, dude.
Jesus.
Would that have been fair?
Well, no.
I'd have been running off at the mouth. I'm like, for real, she slapped me. Like, oh, my God. I'm glad I did.
Should have been watching you being lowered your head into the car.
All right, it's on. As soon as I get out, straight to your house.
Well, what's your take on this, Terry?
I just told you that I don't believe that anybody should smack anybody and enhance themselves. And unfortunately, you're right. It is very unfair that the law would probably take him.
Side against the man when it was an equal distribution of...
Unless there was an actual witness who said, officer, I mean, that maybe help. I don't know.
The story is being told in a truthful fashion, and yet, even in its true description, the man would be taken away in that situation.
All right,
is that fair when there's an equal distribution of physical
I would say no.
punishment?
No. Even if I didn't hit her? Like, I mean, because I wouldn't do that. Like, I would normally not.
Do you believe that I'm right? Do you think I'm wrong in my assessment of what the police...
I disagreed with you.
You disagreed with me?
I said I just agreed with you.
Well, why would you then say it's...
I know it's unfair in that type of situation.
Well, then why is it that way?
I don't know. I'm not law, and I'm not...
Because you got to protect the women.
I guess, yeah, because majority of times it is a woman who is at the end of the domestic violence chain.
Well, that's because men don't talk about it that much. That's why your statistic...
I was like, oh, she assaulted me.
Your statistic that you brought up has to be low, because what man in his right mind would admit to some survey taker that they've been battered from pillar to post?
Well, that's the thing. It is a batter thing. It's not just a one-time slap. Although some people would say a one-time slap is domestic enough.
I've been hit by more than a slap in my day, I'll tell you that right now.
Really?
I've had things thrown at me. I've had my skin twisted. I've had my face hit with what seemed like a closed fist, as much as a feminine individual can really do as far as trying to mount a closed fist. You know, it's never really... When you're dealing with the real girly girls out there, and you know that's what I'm into, Terry, the real girl. I like a real feminine woman, Terry.
Sure.
How much is she going to really close her fist as much as she tries? Is she really going to tighten up and make a real fist?
No, because she's weak and she can't really do any damage.
Well, she gets mad, especially at me, and she, like, makes a fist, but is it really a fist? It's one of more of these things.
Well, not
What part of your skin was twisted?
Yeah.
Right here?
Ouch.
That hurts.
Yeah.
That's the place.
That would really piss me off.
Oh,
I hate getting
man,
pinched.
were you just
I'd rather have.
out of
I'd
control
rather
with
be
that
punched than pinched.
I agree.
Well, I pretty much had it coming. But doesn't mean I wasn't pissed.
Oh, pinching sucks.
Wow.
Pinching and twisting in the...
Yeah, not good.
What do you call that area? Like the love handle area.
That'll get...
Ever had hair pulled?
My hair pulled?
Yeah.
By my mom, but not by...
Well, of course. That goes without saying. It's
not by a girl.
standard. Yeah, okay.
And not in anger.
All right. Okay. A request?
Yeah, sometimes I request it. Pull my hair.
Jeez.
So I don't know if I'm going to make that the stat that leads us to giving away a gift card. I'd rather make it more of what percent of Terry's stats are actually interesting.
Well, that's easy. 0.
Wow. Well, because we can't go into negative numbers. Let me just talk to some people out there and figure out how to give away some gift cards this morning. How about that? A lot of people are now calling in with some guesses. I'll tell you what, if they get it on the nose, maybe I'll give it to them. I'll give 3 callers a chance here.
Okay.
But I'm not giving any leeway this morning.
All right.
You either nail it, you got a 1 in 100 chance, or you're done.
Okay.
Sarah, you're on the air.
I'm going to go for 36.
No way more than a third of the men out there admit to domestic... No, I'm not saying that a third of the men haven't been domestically abused by a significant other, a female in their life, through the course of the history of their days, but they're not admitting it.
Well, that's what I mean. 36 would admit it.
Well, that's my point. 36% are not admitting
I think 75 have been hit.
Well, 36%, maybe 75 have been hit, but 36% ain't admitting it. But is she right, Terry? Is it 36%?
No.
Is the number lower?
Lower.
I told you.
27.
No, you can't guess again. Get out of here, or I smack you. Wow. Well, JR has a different reason for calling. Let's talk to JR for a second here. Good morning, JR.
Hello.
Hi, JR.
Hey, how's it going?
What can I do for you, JR?
Well, I wanted to talk about this problem that I've been having with this ex-girlfriend of mine.
Yes.
And we were dating 6 years, and we broke up last May. But
Why the hell would anyone date the same person for 6 years? It's hard not to be married to someone for 6 years these days. Why would you date someone for 6 years, JR? How old are you?
23.
23. So from basically 17, who knows, maybe even late 16, you started dating a girl and you didn't stop until you were 23.
Yep, good night.
How many girls did you have sex with during that span?
I don't know if I should say it on the air because I don't know.
You don't want to say it on the air because you know the answer is 1.
No, not quite. It's just, I don't know. She's telling me that I have a lot to do with...
If it's under 55, you should be ashamed of yourself. This day and age, 17 through 23, and he's being like a married person, acting all faithful and stuff. Ashamed of yourself. And where did it lead you? Where does all these faithful ways lead you? You broke up anyway.
Yeah, we did. The problem is that we've been broken up for a year, right? I tried to move on. I've had like 3 or 4 girlfriends. Well, pretty much rebounds. And every time, like, she just starts missing me, or she's dating some loser, she comes back, we have sex or whatever, but then, of course, my emotions start kicking up and stuff.
Oh, he's an emotional JR, Terry.
He is an emotional JR.
They're still fighting each other as far as being able to move on. They're still feeling the feelings of love. Well, that's only understandable when you went out for 6 years during the prime years of your late teens and early 20s. I mean, you don't expect to make a scot-free break here. I mean, everything you're describing is very perfectly understandable. She was with you for 6 years. Of course, she's going to compare everyone to you. She's going to miss you. She's going to miss the comfort level she had with you. And she's going to gravitate back towards you. This is nothing abnormal. Don't think you're all, like, irreplaceable because she keeps calling you. She's just having trouble dealing with the newness of uncomfortable circumstances that come about in relationships.
But this is what she wanted. So I don't know why she would keep calling me. I try to move on, but...
Because as much as she wanted it, she still has to gravitate back to home base. As much as you want to drift away, you still have to, once in a while, go back and touch the safe home base, little safety blanket area of your world. That's what you are. Is that what you want to be, JR? A security blanket for this girl? Every once in a while, she needs to start sucking her thumb and cuddle you real tight?
Wow.
No, I don't. But then, she does it anyway. Like, I'll tell her some of the meanest stuff, and she'll come back, just because she wants to have me basically in her
Well, give me an example of the meanest things that you say to her. You say some of the meanest things to her, and yet she keeps lapping it up, taking it.
Okay, this is one example.
Yes.
We had sex, right? And then, we'll have sex for like a week, just every day.
And you'll say something like what? That it's so mean.
And when she's, when we're like, I guess she kind of like almost, like if I almost irritate her, and then she throws me the friend card, and then I'll call her a slut because I'm like, so what? Sex just like nothing to you, or what? Do you just do this with all your friends, or what?
Well, she probably just thinks you have the best intentions when you challenge her like that, by calling her a slut. If you really called her a slut for no reason, she'd probably get pissed. But the way you're saying it is almost like someone who's guiding someone to try to better them. You're trying to counsel her by calling her a slut. So that shouldn't be taken she probably doesn't take offense to it the way you're phrasing it.
Okay, or then...
You ain't as bad as you want to be, JR. I'm sorry. You're a sensitive, emotional guy who is having just as much difficulty moving on from your very cozy relationship that you had with this girl that she is. Don't make it like she can't live without you, because you're every step of the way along in line with her.
No, the thing is, T-Man, I want to move on. I want to move on.
You both want to move on. I believe that.
I get girlfriends and everything, and I can't do it because she'll come in, she'll butt in, she'll either do something.
Whatever. If you wanted to ignore her, you could easily ignore her. But you want to get those phone calls from her just as much as she wants to make them. You want to get those text messages from her just as much as she wants to send them. You guys are both having trouble moving on. Isn't it cute, Terry? That they can't live without each other for any extended period of time.
Ever since high school.
And he wants to make it like she can't live without him. You're every step of the way along with her that she is with you. Big time.
But I just want her to leave me alone.
No, you don't. Because if you really wanted her to leave you alone, you could find a way to get her to leave you alone. So don't sell me that crap. Listen.
I've even smashed her window in her car one time, dude.
Wow,
now that's love. And you smashed the window of her car, why?
Because it's just driving me nuts. Her playing with my feelings like that. It just feels like she's playing with me.
Playing with my feelings. If anything, you sound like the one who's having more difficulty with this breakup than she is, even though you're trying to make it the other way. You're smashing windows out of frustration and anger and all this stuff. That is more revealing as to how much of a difficult time you're having with this breakup as opposed to her.
Well, now I am, because, I realized that, what I lost. And
there you go.
Finally, we're getting a little truth out of you, JR. JR, as much as it is uncomfortable to have to move on, obviously this breakup after 6 years happened because it was time. And even though you miss her more than she misses you, I know you don't like to hear that. Slowly but surely, JR, you're going to have to move on, and so will she. It's for the best. All right? Now, if you need to throw out some free spin cards and hook up with each other along the way, hey, I'm all for that. But it sounds like slowly but surely you guys are taking your sweet time and moving on, but that's the way it has to be.
Yeah. Well, she just recently went to California. She says that she's going to move over there because of her.
Okay, listen, JR, now I have to move on.
No, T-Man, don't have me smash the window, right?
JR?
Yeah. No,
it's going to be okay.
Get this, man. Before she left, she told me that she might be pregnant with my.
Well, you can only hope, JR. It's your last-ditch attempt to get her.
But she keeps doing this. Like, she keeps wanting me to tag along.
JR, I'm sorry. I can't see you anymore. All right? Are
you breaking up with her?
Yes. JR is very clingy, Terry.
Really?
Yes.
I don't know what gave me the first clue.
He won't even let me go now, Terry.
But T-Man.
JR, I said very clearly, I have to move on. All right? It's nice that you're a sensitive, emotional guy, and that's why you were able to make a relationship last 6 years during years where you should have been acting more like a single guy, but I understand who you are now, and it's a nice way to be, I guess. Not for me, but a nice way to be. I acknowledge that. You're a sweet man. But now it's time to move on. She's not pregnant. Don't worry about it.
I got you.
Okay?
Alrighty.
Yeah, you're not going to get that lucky. Take care.
Wow.
All right.
He wants her to be pregnant, Terry.
Oh, I know. I know.
Because he wants to trap her. Gosh. Poor guy. Terry, I got gift cards. Oh, jeez.
I feel bad for him, though.
I'm playing with everyone's emotions because I can't figure out a way to get rid of these gift cards, Terry.
You didn't want to do my
stack it up.
How about 3 tomorrow?
I got a whole huge stack.
I understand that.
Whether I give them away one day or the other, they all got to go at some point. When? How? That's another question. I don't have the answer. The T-Man Show. Where are the men of 112 these days, Terry?
Not sure.
Out there trying to win our gas cards?
Probably.
Oh, I would hope they're doing more. Oh, boy. Yeah. I miss them.
Do you?
Yes, I'm waiting for it. Well, did they have an album come out a couple years ago and it just didn't happen, or what? I remember like an album a year and a half ago or something like that.
112? I can't remember.
112 had something come out about a year or two ago. No?
Probably a compilation
bankruptcy.
Now, besides the bankruptcy that came out, but an album attempt, right?
I think Bad Boy put out a best of Bad Boy, and they were all over it.
Yeah.
Like every other song was a Biggie 112. I don't know.
All right. What did we accomplish today, Terry? What did we do as far as making our contribution to the world? What stands out in your mind?
Well, I guess you made it known that you should never roll over on your family in any way, shape, or form.
What time does the R. Kelly trial start today, by the way?
I think it was 11.
Something like that?
Something like that.
Oh, yeah, I think you mentioned that earlier in the week. They let him sleep late. That's nice.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to get their rest. And what channel is covering? Any channel? No channel?
I don't know.
Nancy Grace setting up shop right now outside the courthouse, going to tell us how bad a man R. Kelly is, or what?
Right.
Can't be viewed anywhere?
I don't know.
Don't they realize the ratings bonanza that this trial is sitting on, or what?
You can probably find that online somewhere if you look hard enough.
Sure.
You find the live coverage?
I think so.
I don't know about that. Maybe updates. But not gavel to gavel in the courthouse, camera perched up in the corner of the room there kind of coverage. R. Kelly sitting there doodling on a legal pad. That's what I need to see today.
Writing his next masterpiece.
What was his first?
Are you kidding
He's
me?
had many.
Many
masterpieces.
How dare you diminish the accomplishments musically that R. Kelly has put out there?
Feeling on your booty.
My gosh. Are you serious? You're not saying that
Coming
in
out of the closet
seriousness.
was ridiculous.
All right, well, you know,
whatever.
You want to talk about his
I had it right
later
the
works?
first time.
Fine. I'm talking about the You Remind Me of My Jeep Days. I'm talking about one of the most inspirational songs in modern times. I believe. No. I believe I can fly.
Yeah, that was good.
You know, you're saying that with a lot of sarcasm, I can tell.
I like him. I don't know if he's had masterpieces, though.
You know, maybe you're not a fan, but you can't deny the man's accomplishments.
I like him. I've been a fan since 1990. I like the guy. But
Sex in
you
the
want to
kitchen.
say he's got a dark side? Wonderful. But don't deny the man his props.
Hey, I liked Honey Love as much as the next guy.
Okay.
Wow. Whatever. What do you want from me?
So did he, a little too much.
Honey Love.
Trying to make his own recipe.
That's why I need to watch the trial, Terry. I need to find out how much he really loved Honey Love.
I know.
So how long do they expect this trial to go, Terry? This R. Kelly trial that begins today, are they expecting it to be like it's not going to be like an OJ year-long trial, is it? It's going to be about a couple weeks or what?
Well,
3-4 weeks tops?
Maybe. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, it's
How
taken
much is it
6
really?
years to get here. So.
Your Honor, repeat Honor.
But it wasn't me, Your Honor.
Defense? No, he didn't. Jury, it's all yours.
Yeah, it takes forever.
Yeah, it does.
Really?
Cross-examinations. I wonder if they get to view the video.
Specimen
Seriously.
examinations. They're going to view the video. Oh, that's for sure. The jury would not be able to rightfully come to a legitimate conclusion as to whether he is a guilty man or not if they weren't told to watch the video and try to leave their emotions out of watching the video.
Right.
As much as you try, how do you leave your emotions out of watching the video? Not to mention one of the 12 jury members can't help but just go...
Oh, now, hopefully not.
Okay.
Wow. Alrighty then.
Guilty.
All right.
That may happen, Terry.
Let's hope not.
I'm glad I wasn't picked for the jury pool.
Oh, yeah.
That's a jury pool I don't want to swim in.
Sure don't.
Water's not a fine.
But warm.
The T-Man Show.